Hello and welcome to Side21 TV, where we play Dungeons & Dragons. My name is Hunter Douglas and I will be your DM today as we continue our story, How the Party Saved Christmas. We hope you're enjoying it so far, and if you are, just remember to leave a like, comment, share, follow, and subscribe at Side21 TV on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok. It helps us out tremendously and keeps you up to date on all the new fun content that we share with you guys. So without further ado, let's jump back into the story. This is unmistakably Christmas Eve. My name is Frederick. I've been sent to bring you to the town hall if you would oblige.
Well, guys, it seems our reputation has preceded us here.
The adventurers are here to see you, Mayor. A bit of a tragedy befall us last night. This creature by the name of the Grumbus.
Oh, the Grumbus! I know him like it was 19 years from now. I've known him.
Well, this Grumbus decided to come to the town and steal all of the presents. He lives at the top of Mount Dumpit. I will warn you, there are some dangers you may come across. You hear in the distance the howl of the wind, and I will say go ahead and roll initiative.
Let's go.
Wolves!
Push down on the pedal, and you hear this kind of like a buzzer. All of these lights, boom, 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 boom. 6 lights above you, just boom, 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 all at once, just come on, illuminating the alcove around you. And in the distance, you hear maybe a couple extra stray wolves that might have heard that buzzer.
And I got it lined up, and you see me actually release. But in the last second before the arrow can actually leave the bow, I catch it again and re-pull it back into the correct position and loose the arrow.
A headless snowman sitting by a sleigh. And yeah, we'll pick up there next Sunday.
Let's go.
Where we left off, just as a reminder, Lucien, with your tinkering around with the door, you moved a couple sections around, and what you landed on was the center being 5-pronged, moving out into a design that has a mountainscape, and that moves out further into another 5-pronged design on the outside, and Garion just delivered a devastating blow to a frost wolf that was approaching you guys. That frost wolf is this one right here, looking pretty rough, and it brings us up to the top of our initiative order.
I'm sorry, which one was it?
It's this one right here, the lighter looking one.
Awesome, perfect.
So that brings us back to the top of the initiative. Make sure everything is good right here. Cool. And so it's actually this Frostwolf's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. He's going to run up here to you. They're on. Ooh,
Yes, he is.
60 moves. Just growling and snarling. Looking pretty rough. And so then we're going to... he's going to let out a chilling howl. Each creature within 30 feet of the wolf must make a Constitution saving throw. So that would be, let's see, I think everybody. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, yeah, everybody.
D&D Beyond, sorry, new player here, does not add your proficiency bonus, it looks like, right?
To your Constitution?
Saving throws,
To your
yeah.
saving throws?
I rolled it and I just got 9 + 5 as one modifier, and that doesn't include my proficiency bonus, which I'm proficient in Constitution saving throws, so I would add that, right? Pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, I can look at it really quick.
When it would show it adding if it was adding it.
Yeah.
So 17 for Garion.
Okay.
16 for Theron.
Okay.
Bitch boy.
Lucian?
21.
21. Desmond?
Pretty sure I failed with a 7.
A 7
Yeah,
does.
Desmond.
A 7 does fail. So you will take 1d10 cold damage. Which you are resistant to, thankfully. So that's 4. So that's 2 cold damage to you, and you are slowed for 1 minute.
Slowed.
Which again just means I believe that you can only take 1 action during your turn, and your speed is halved.
He doesn't get to repeat the saving throw on that at all.
At the end of his turn, he will. And I'm not sure if I could have forgotten to do that last time when we were in the wolf encounter, but yeah, at the end of your turn, you can make another wisdom saving throw, or
Okay.
another constitution saving throw. Excuse me. Wisdom is for the spell slot. This is just the effect. Okay, cool. So that will do that Frostwolf's turn. Then we're gonna go to Frostwolf Adu, who is going to run up his speed. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Boom, right here. Looks super menacing. And then... Yep, that will bring up Theron's turn.
All right. Let's see here. So I'm 10 feet away from this dude here.
Yes, sir.
10 feet. All right. I am going to take my longsword, and I believe I already had it in my hand, and I'm just going to take it with both hands. I'm actually going to point it at this guy, and I'm just going to go, you, and I'm going to cast a guiding bolt at him.
Okay.
And it's a nat 20, baby.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. And it's just you're gonna see my sword just light up, and just off the tip of it comes a guiding bolt, and it's gonna do 24 points of damage.
Damn.
Nice. 24
Oh,
points.
You rolled some of those really good, and then some of them not so good.
Yeah.
Starting off real strong, boys.
Yeah, real strong. Okay.
And then I'm gonna take my second attack, and I'm gonna run up to this one, and I still have my greatsword with both hands, and I'm just gonna drive it straight down onto his skull. Or my longsword, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
That one's not gonna do so well. That one's an 8.
An 8 does not hit.
Okay, and let's see, bonus action. I didn't hit him, so I still have my necrotic shroud on. So actually, he needs to make a charisma saving throw. This one right here.
The one right in front of you?
Yes.
Okay. That is going to be a 4.
All right, that fails, and he's now frightened of me.
Frightened. What does your necrotic shroud look like?
It's if you remember, when I cast it, I just kind of had like a green aura just kind of shoot out from me, and it's still lingering. It's not as bright as it was when I first cast it, but like if you look close, you can just kind of see like a green shroud around me in a big 10-foot radius.
Okay, yeah, and you take this swing at him and just kind of swing a little wide. It like digs into the snow, and he just kind of looks down at the sword in the snow and looks back up to you and just sees like you see the green like kind of sheen in like the light of his eyes, and it just like whimpers and starts to look like it's gonna back up. Cool.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. Now we are on to Frostwolf Owen. So this guy is gonna roll up 35 feet right up to you, Desmond, and he's going to make a bite attack.
No, puppy, please don't.
That's going to be a 7 to hit.
It does not hit.
It does not hit. He just bites wide. You just kind of like dodge out of the way ever so easily.
I go to offer it my hand. It tries to snip at me, and it's like, no, bad boy, bad.
and just like chomps down on its own jaw. That brings us up to you, Desmond.
Ah, okay. So my only question is exactly, it says a 5-foot radius, so that mean 10 feet across, technically?
5-foot radius?
It's just the way that it's worded. I would like to cast Moonbeam.
Okay, cool.
And then it says it's a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. The range is 120 feet.
Sheesh.
So yeah, I wanted to put it like right here and try to hit both of the wolves.
Okay, yeah. Is it a saving throw or is it a...
Yes, it is a... I'm double checking, just making sure it's a con, I believe. Yeah, con save 15.
All right. Constitution.
And it's 2d10 radiant or half as much on a save.
All right, the first one is 18.
Saves? Yep.
And then we'll do the frightened one. Is a 8.
And that one fails.
All right, fails. So how much damage is it taking?
So the one that failed takes 16, and the one that passed takes 8.
Oh yeah, you see this moonbeam just come out of the sky and absolutely desecrate these two. Just the light is overwhelmingly bright, and it just kind of almost like for a moment blinds you, and then when your like vision comes back to these two are just laid out in the snow, just like snow angel style, unconscious.
They were both pretty weak already, right?
They were very weak. Cool.
Can't be frightened if you're dead.
Can't be frightened if you're dead. Facts. Anything else for you, Desmond?
No, with the slow effect on me, that'll be all I can do.
Oh, true. Lucian.
So now that I've changed 2 things, looking at the door, does it still, like, the overall image, does it still make like a snowflake, or has that changed?
Every position that you've had it in so far, it looks like a snowflake. Just you would notice that in none of the positions the lines are completely like meshing together, like lining up perfectly. So it doesn't look like, it looks like a snowflake, but it doesn't look like they're oriented the right way, if that makes sense.
Okay. I guess I want to move the middle one clockwise again and see what happens.
Okay. All right. So you take the little knob there, move it counterclockwise, and all the line work of the mountainscapes kind of fold in on each other and then come back too. And it shows because it's a 5-prong on the inside, 5-prong on the outside, and then the middle section is now what looks like a star that's kind of has the point of each of the stars kind of working towards the lines. So now it does look like it lines up. And yeah.
Okay.
So it's 5 prongs in the middle, a star, and then 5 prongs on the outside. Cool. Anything else for you?
No, I think that's really all I can do.
Okay. That will bring us to Garion.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna take a longbow shot at this wolf right here.
Alrighty, go for it.
That was a 25 to hit.
25 definitely hits.
It'd be 8 points of damage, and
Okay.
he loses 10 feet of movement speed.
Okay.
And then I will shoot again.
Alrighty.
16 to hit.
16 hits.
And just 5 points of damage.
5 points
on
of
that
damage.
one.
All right.
Let's see. That's it.
All right, that's it. That brings us back to the top of the initiative order. These two guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of them. They are gone. And actually, can I press Control Z? Yes, I can. I want to leave them there. I like the effect. At the top of the initiative order, along with the howling of the wind, you see. Oh no. Where? Oh, okay. Oof. I was like, all my characters are gone. You see two more frost wolves make their way out of these bushes on the other side of the cavern here, or the cliffside here.
How's that door going, Lucian?
This bloody door is giving me serious problems.
As you see them come kind of creeping
quicker
around the
the
corner,
better.
they're just kind of sniffing, look up at you, and kind of get in a ready pose. Roll some initiative for them.
This mountain has many more wolves where these came from. They seem to be attracted to this area. I think they either had feelings for the snowman or the sled. Unclear which.
Or it could be all the lights and the buzzer that went off when we pressed the pedal.
Maybe.
All right. AC. Cool. Cool. So that's gonna bring us back to the top. It actually is going to be this guy right here. Is going to roll a. Actually, what's his passive? Perception. 14. If you don't mind, Garion, can you make one more stealth check since you're kind of in some cover and these guys are just now walking up?
Sure. I don't know why I did this, but I rolled it on a D20 in IRL, and I'm gonna honor what just happened. I rolled a natural 1.
Alrighty. Natural 1, passive perception 14. So this guy sees you here on this side of the cliffside. He's gonna run up to you.
You smell like shit. He just smells you so hard.
I smell like cedar.
Can't quite get to
I
you.
make my own perfume.
But he's gonna get right here. Up
Shouldn't
close to
he
you.
smell like sugar cookies since he ate
little
so
of that,
many
too.
earlier?
Sugar
That's my
cookies and
breath.
manure.
Is that as close as you can get?
Yeah, that's as close as he's gonna get right there.
I'd like to turn my character to face him
Okay,
with
yeah,
an
yeah.
expression that says, I'm unconcerned.
You don't want none.
All right, and that will bring up Theron's turn.
Whoa, there's just an air of confidence over there, so I'm gonna go kill this guy here.
And I'm just gonna keep it simple, and I'm gonna run up to him with a sword and just take 2 swings at him. And the first one's not gonna hit with an 8,
Okay.
and the second one is another nat 20.
Okay, so with the nat 20, this one is going to use his reaction of pack coordination. When a creature a frostwolf can see attacks one of its allies, the frostwolf can use his reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. So it's just going to give you a disadvantage. So he sees you going for his frostwolf kin there, and just rah, 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 and just starts letting out these like wild barks towards you. Just roll
Well,
one more time.
It worked because that's a 9.
9, yeah, does not hit. All right, anything else for
Angry Barb's bullshit.
you? Right, exactly. I forgot
no,
this the
he's-
whole first Frostwolf encounter, by the way, so there is that.
He's just got to roll his charisma save for my necrotic shroud.
Okay.
Do I need to roll a save?
No, allies don't need to roll.
Nice.
Okay.
Very clutch. That is a 0, so I guess a 1.
Yep.
So, yep, he's frightened.
Natural 0. Right.
Natural 0. Or dirty 0, I guess. All right, frightened. Boom.
The original timber was a natural 0. Hi, editor.
Love you, mean it. Okay, cool. So that's all for you. Do you want to move anywhere else or anything?
Nope, that's gonna be me.
Cool. That's gonna bring up the Frostwolf's turn. He is going to.
What's he gonna do?
He's flinching at you hard right now, just like looking back and forth at you and Desmond.
You got a couple arrows sticking out of his ass too.
Yeah, he does. And he's gonna kind of just take a quick hop strafe kind of away from you, and just take another nab at Desmond's ankles here.
Strafing.
That's going to be.
Is it the fear effect? Because shouldn't it give him disadvantage?
I believe it gives him. I can check, but I believe it gives him disadvantage on Theron only.
I was gonna say, I always forget how fear works.
I think that's also correct.
Disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. While the source of its fear is within line of sight.
Yeah.
This creature can't willingly move closer to its source of fear. So, still going to attack you, Desmond, just because he is so terrified of Theron's aura right now.
Wolf doesn't know he has disadvantage. Let's be real.
No, that's fair.
Oops.
I just wanted to. I wasn't even sure if the rules changed or not with the 2024.
And that misses horribly. Yeah, so he just kind of goes, trying to still dodge like the just aura that's coming off of Theron. And he just goes to bite, and falls short at your ankles there. That is going to bring up you, Desmond.
Disadvantage is a two-way street, baby.
Right.
So, the bad news for the wolf is that moonbeam is a concentration, so that doesn't go away.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can use an action to move it up to 60 feet. I'm gonna miss Theron, and then I'm gonna come hit this wolf with my moonbeam.
All right. Does that would that affect you as well as Theron?
Yes. So since I can move it around, I'm gonna come like out.
Just kind
and
of
then
put it over here.
Yeah, and put it
Yeah.
back
Okay.
here.
Fair enough. Yeah. Cool. So that's a saving throw. You said.
Yes, sir. It'll be a 15 Constitution.
Dude, what the heck? 15 constant. It rolls a 15.
All right, it passes.
So that's
it's-
half
It
damage.
still takes half, and I rolled really good, so it's gonna be 9.
9 damage, which
Yeah,
does
it's
it.
8. Yeah, it was 18 originally, so.
So you see this thing just whimpering in fear, and just like goes to take a bite at you, misses, kind of just like looking back and forth at you, darting eyes like instinctually, and this moonbeam just comes and just takes it out. Blinding light, face first into the snow.
And
Dunzo.
then I'm going to take like a step back. I'd like to just move back 1 square.
Okay.
And then that will be my turn and my action.
All right, sounds good. Lucian. Oh wait, you can roll a saving throw. Sorry.
Con save?
Constitution. Yep.
All right, I got a 13.
13. What is it? Is success. Just succeeded.
Yay.
Nice. Yeah, so you're no longer slowed. And that brings us to Lucian.
Okay, so you said now all the lines on the snowflake look aligned now?
They do look
After-
aligned, yep, with the design that you set it to.
Okay, I'm stomping on that damn pedal again.
All right, you stomp on the pedal, and you hear... just lets out a really long buzzer sound. Doesn't sound pleasant. Kind of like echoes through this little cavern area. And yeah. Anything else? I will say too, like I probably should have said this before, but you can lump, like, stepping on the pedal, lump that in with like a rotation or like an inspection of some sort if you want to do that. So if you want to like try anything else right now, like I'll give you that, because I'm kind of telling you that a little bit late.
I mean, the snowflakes align, but can I like inspect it at all to see if, like, you know, maybe it doesn't look quite right, like maybe not like a proper snowflake, or I don't know.
Yeah, sure. Roll an investigation check.
That is a 15.
15, that's pretty good. So you're looking at the snowflake. It's got the 5 prongs in the middle, the 5 prongs on the outside, and then the star that lines up pretty perfectly with the pronged sections of it. Again, you're kind of just like taking this area and kind of inspecting it, looking around. You see the pedal again, it's inlaid. Obviously, you know that's what that's for. The crease in the door, flush, the small little cavern, the 6 lights above you, and the blistering wind on top of this mountain is just really, really, really cold. It looks like the design is completed. You just have an idea that it's not the right positioning or right design for this door to unlock.
Okay.
All right.
It's like a false positive.
Say what?
It's like a false positive. Like, it looks right, but it's because it's like folding in on itself and stuff. There must be like another more appropriate alignment.
All right. That brings up Garion.
Yeah. All these 3 are dead over here. Yeah.
They are.
Okay. I am going to shoot the first one.
Shoot 'em.
Oh. 11.
11 misses.
I am going to use a superiority dice and re-roll that.
Okay.
Or, I'm sorry, I add the d8 to it to add to the attack roll.
Okay.
So that's an extra 5, makes it a 16 to hit.
16 hits. Roll some damage.
That was my first usage of a die because the last time I went back on it. 9 damage.
9. Okay.
I'm going to shoot again. $23 to hit.
23 would hit, but this one is going to use his reaction to do pack coordination to give you disadvantage. So you just roll again for me.
Okay. That is an 11. I'm gonna use another superiority die though.
Okay.
Ooh, D8, baby. 19 to hit.
Nice. That does hit. Roll some damage.
Ugh, 4.
4 damage. All right.
So, what is that total? I don't understand how to.
That would be 13 and for your whole turn right there. All right. Anything else for you?
Nope.
Cool. That brings us back up to this the top of our initiative. That buzzer sound is also just still ringing out through the like echoing along the cavern side and kind of just getting lost out into the wind.
I'm so sorry. I do want to move. That's my bad.
No, yeah, you're good. Go ahead and move.
I'll just go here. Kind of backing up, guard Lucian while he solves this puzzle.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, the buzzer.
Back, buddy. Figure that damn thing out.
The buzzer kind of
sighed.
echoes out. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Lucian just sighs.
And then you hear a bit of howling. Again, it seems like this is a loud buzzer is attracting other enemies. So you see another one come out of this little area right here. This side. Oops. The tokens are backwards, so I keep turning them the wrong way. That's why I keep like 360ing them on accident. Boom. All right. We're gonna do 2. I gotta roll them some initiative. All right, cool. Top of initiative. This one is going to run up. Surprise. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Creeping up. Sees his dead kin kind of just like splayed out here. Looks a little somber, but just baring his teeth nonetheless. And that is going to bring up the next wolf over here, he is going to run up.
Hey, Game Master, sir.
Yes, sir.
I will remind you real fast that my moonbeam is concentration, so there is just like a beam sitting here.
Oh, and he okay, yeah. So he just stops just short of it, just kind of skids in the snow, just and like is attempting to kind of position himself where he can move around. I guess he would have saw it running up, so I would just say he would move here instead.
Okay, yeah.
Just so he can get a better.
Is that where it is, or was it?
No,
where
that
it
was
hit him?
It would have hit him, so like one more over would technically be correct, but that's like perfect.
But yeah, it's like 5.
Yeah, because it's a little 5 radius, so it's just this little.
There we go.
Yep.
Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. So yeah, he would have moved to 35 right there. Oh god. Skirt. Okay, so 35 for this one. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Sees Fade Off here. He's gonna take a little bite at him. Come on, Fade Off. 17. That hits Fade Off.
Fade Off, no.
That is going to be 14 damage. No. I'm tripping. I'm so tripping. Yeah, that's 3 damage. Cool. So yeah, he just kind of takes a bite on the backside of Fade Off, where he's like kind of looking towards Theron. And then we will get to Theron. Your turn.
Do I notice Fade Off getting bit? Like, did he make a noise or anything?
Yeah, I'd say these guys right here kind of are taken care of around you, these wolves, and you're kind of just taking in the area as these wolves are approaching you. So yeah, you would have seen them run up to Fade Off and take a bite.
Alright, fuck that shit then. So, I'm gonna turn around, and actually, I'm gonna fling a dart at this guy first.
Okay.
An 18 to hit.
18 hits.
It's only gonna be 5 points of piercing damage, but I'm going to use my mastery to vex him, and now I have advantage on my next attack roll against him, so
Nice.
I'm going to run up to him and hit him with my two-handed with my longsword.
Before it rolled a hit.
Excuse me, sorry.
Good.
First roll's a 12.
Misses.
Second roll, god damn, second roll's a 9.
9 misses. But you have your shroud up, right?
Yeah, I got my shroud up, so he's going to have to... Let me see, how long does that last?
How long does it last? That's a good question.
Oh, it's over. It's definitely over. So, no, I don't have my shroud up on him anymore.
Okay.
How
Fair
long?
enough.
What is the?
It was, I just realized it was a minute after I cast it, so...
When did you cast it? Remind me?
I mean, a little bit further down the mountain. Like, we were on the mountain, but definitely more than a minute ago, so my bad.
No, it's okay. I didn't check on that, so it's just as much my fault, so no worries.
Well, to be fair, Desmond killed everything before it really made a difference.
Right, no, yeah, nothing really, the only thing is it got disadvantage, and, you know, it was on its last leg regardless, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, anything else for you?
No, that's gonna be my turn.
Alright, that's gonna bring up Frostwolf. A bee. Gonna take his movement.
Actually, I'm sorry, can I take one more?
Yeah.
Can I mean, I took 2 actions in a bonus action. Could I, pull out my shield and have my shield in my arm now?
Yeah, for sure. That's a free action, no worries. You kind of got it like rocked on the back anyway, so you just kind of like position it forward. Cool, so this Frostwolf is going to run up here. And he is going to, let me see. He's going to let out a chilling howl. That's going to be everybody except Lucian. Roll a Constitution saving throw, please. He's going to let out the howling chill. Everybody roll a Constitution save for me if you haven't already.
The Howling Chill is such a better name.
Oh, the chilling howl. Damn.
No, it's the howling chill. That is such.
I saw you laughing too, and I was like, what, is that funny? He's not taking me seriously?
No, it's horrifying. I actually love
The
it.
howling chill. It gives you a howling chill, doesn't it? So you said you rolled a 10?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is a fail.
Thank God
Lucian?
I'm resistant to cold damage.
Oh wait, Lucian is not rolling.
I don't have to roll it, but I am going to drop concentration on light that I have on Carrion's torch.
Okay.
And I'm just going to reach behind me, put my hand kind of like on his back, and cast guidance.
Guidance. Can you do that as a reaction? I don't think that is a reaction.
No, never mind.
Okay, no worries.
I mean, I have it at will.
But it's like
Yeah,
it's
it
like an
just says
action
at
or a
will.
At
bonus
will
action.
means you can use it like that.
If not, no worries. He's just the only one I can reach.
Yeah,
with, so
I don't think
I
you
would.
can.
No, you can't.
That's my bad.
All good.
Scratch that then, light's still up and whatnot.
Maybe Warcaster or something like that would let you, but I think even then, no. But okay. So Garion, you roll?
6.
6. That is a fail. And Theron,
13.
13. That is a 6.
I think 13 was the DC.
Yep, succeeded. So you guys are half movement and 1 action per turn. Garion and Desmond. All right, that will bring up. We did Theron.
I don't want to be that guy,
Frostwolf.
but do we take damage from that?
You do. Thank you. Sorry. Looking that up kind of threw me off. My bad. 1d10. Cold. So that's 8 cold damage. Desmond, for you, it'll be 4.
And I fail my concentration check, so Moonbeam goes away.
All right, sounds good. Thank you for keeping track of that. Thank you.
I'm sad, but play
yeah.
out, you know.
It is
there's
what it
that.
is, right? All right, and Desmond, that'll bring
Guys, I
up
think
your
we should kill Desmond after this fight.
turn.
He seems like he's helping the wolves.
Desmond, that's your turn.
It's okay. Sorry, I didn't hear. I wanted
No,
to be
you're good.
sure. So with that howling chill affecting me, I'm just gonna like stagger, ready myself, and then go. The gods will protect me with nature. Screw it, and then just cast Moonbeam again and hit the 2 of them.
All right, sounds good.
I saved all my 2nd level spell slots for this.
Nice. So that will be
DC 15 con check.
2. Okay, so for the top one, that is a 16.
Passes.
And then for the other one, it is a 12.
All right, so that one fails.
Okay.
So it's a 7 damage total for failure. So then I would guess however you want to do halves on that, 3 or 4.
Alright, I'll do 3. I'm used to rounding down, so I'll just round down, but I would do that for you guys as well, so don't worry. 2. Alright.
And then that's my turn.
Okay. Lucian.
I'm going to move the middle ring one more time, see what it looks like.
Okay. So I will say, you've moved it a couple times, like back and forth. Right now it's in a star position. If you move it counterclockwise, it would go to the original position it was, where it was like the townscape. And if you move it clockwise, it would move to the mountainscape.
I moved that one counterclockwise every time. I moved the center one clockwise, the centermost circle. clockwise.
So wait, which one are you moving right now?
The middle. So you said there's like a center circle, a middle ring, and then an outer ring.
Right. So you're moving the center circle?
No, the middle.
The middle ring. Okay, got you.
I've moved that one counterclockwise every time. The center circle I've moved clockwise.
Right. So and before, what some information that I gave you was it looked like these sections were like divided into 3, where it's like a third each time goes by. So I'm
okay.
just saying, like, these are the positions that it's like filtering through. So you know that if it goes to from where it is right now, the star position, the next one would be a mountain position, and the previous one, because it's going in thirds, would be the townscape. So that's all.
I
give you that
misunderstood that.
information.
I just understood that there was 3 sections.
Oh no worries. So yeah, did you want to do clockwise or counterclockwise?
Well, with that, I would rather move the only one I haven't moved, which is the outermost one,
Okay.
and I will move that one counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise. Okay, so you rotate the ring there, and as you do, all the line work folds in on itself as it does, and what you see is a 4-pronged section where it's like a north, south, east, west, or excuse me, there's a like catty-cornered, like a X coming out of it now, so 4 prongs. So you got the 5 prongs in the middle, the star design in the inner ring, and then the outer ring is 4 prongs.
Okay.
Cool, let me just mark this down. Shit. Let me just mark this down the right way. Cool. Garion.
I am going to take a longbow shot. This guy.
All right, go for it.
I ignore any cover that might be being created by them. So first one is it's dirty 20
Dirty 20 hits.
for 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage, and as you do, you just like see the like velocity and the momentum of this this arrow just kind of take it into the tree there, and it falls unconscious.
All right. For my second shot, I will shoot at this guy at the top of the moonbeam.
Okay.
23.
23 hits.
All right. That is 9 points of damage.
9 points. Okay.
Is he still up?
He is.
I'll use another superiority die to make that a goading attack. So if anybody he attacks other than me will be at disadvantage.
Okay, sounds good. I'll just mark him as
And he's slowed by 10 feet of movement.
as he's concentrating on you. All right, sounds good. Anything else for you?
I can't do anything else. Oh, I gotta roll my thing. That is just an 11 on my
11
con
is
save.
just short.
Yard.
All right, so that brings us back to the top. This one is going to go here.
Lucian.
He kind of sees you, kind of like focuses up on you,
4.
and starts darting towards you, away from the moonbeam. Nothing happens when he goes out of the moonbeam, right? Or is it like if he starts his turn in the moonbeam? You're muted. Is he muted for you guys?
Yes.
Yeah, he's super muted.
Shit. Sorry.
No, it's
I've-
okay.
I've been coughing, so I forget.
No worries, thank you.
Yes. He does. Nothing happens when he leaves. It only matters if he ends his turn in it
Ends his turn. Okay, got you.
or enters it.
Okay, got you. So 5, 10. He's going to hop over this one. 15, 20 here. Look at you, Garen, and take a bite attack. That is going to be a 18 to hit.
18 hits.
All right, so he's going to roll this one. That is going to be 3 piercing damage and 4 cold damage to you.
All right.
All right, and then it is going. This one's dead. Theron.
Well, so let's see. This one's dead right here now.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. That one, okay.
It makes it easier. I can get rid of them.
Did this one
No,
ever
no,
go?
you're good.
Did it even go?
Oh no, that one hasn't gone.
It didn't. It was supposed to go after Garion. I'm sorry. So let me just take this one's turn really quick. He's gonna run
Yep.
up. That's pretty much all he has. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. There. He's just gonna run up to there.
He's late.
Yeah. He's over there chomping at the snowflakes and realizes his friends are over here fighting.
he's the runt. I'm gonna move up here behind this one. That's chilling with Garion,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna take a one-handed swing at him with my longsword.
All right. Go for it.
A 13.
A 13 just hits, but this one right here is going to use his pack coordination reaction to give you disadvantage.
Okay. 13 still stands. That's a 22 on that one, so 13's my low.
Okay, yeah, it hits.
And he's gonna take 10 points of slashing damage.
10 points of slashing. All right, yeah. You slash him to the ground, and he is a no more.
All right.
Just a whip of blood across the white snow there.
And then I want to move. Let's see. Yeah, I want to move back next to Fade Off, like right here, kind of in front of him,
Okay.
between this wolf and him. Yep.
Well, got you kind of protecting him there with your shield out. Anything else for you?
That's gonna be it. I'm just gonna stand there, ready with my shield.
All right, that's going to bring up this guy. He is going to do a couple moves.
I'll be honest, I love the 360.
Dude,
It's so good though. Never
y'all's
change.
are oriented the right way, and then theirs aren't, so it's just like keeps messing me up. He's gonna take a run up here to you, Desmond, with two of his brethren at your feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. That's 20. And he's gonna take a bite attack at you there. Excuse me. That's going to be a natural 20.
That definitely hits.
Just misses.
It's going to be a natural 30. So that's going to be double the dice, so 8, 10 piercing, and then it'd be 6 cold damage, but that's 3 for you because resistance.
Okay. Ow.
And he's just like, and then that will bring up your turn, Desmond.
Hold on, I gotta do. So what was the total damage I just took? 13?
8, 9, 10, 13, yep.
13. So that is the con save I gotta make. And I made it, 18. My
Nice.
light's still up.
Hooray.
Hooray!
So then I'm gonna kind of turn over and look at Theron and go, danger close, boys! And I'm just gonna move the moonbeam over this asshole.
Yeah, and it just comes buzzing through the snow.
And
All right.
then it entered his space. He's got to make that con save again.
All right, so his con save is, oh gosh, a 3.
So he's going to take the full brunt of the beam, which is 15.
15 damage.
15
You see
radiant.
this bright moonlight coming out of the sky like a satellite laser. You don't know what that is. Yeah, just lay this guy out on the ground, dead.
And then I'm still under the cold or the chilled condition, so that'll be my turn. But then I get to make a saving throw, right?
You do, yep.
I managed to get a 19.
Nice, saved.
I rolled something decent.
Lucian.
So I'm going to move the innermost back the direction where it had 4 prongs. So I moved it clockwise last time, so I'll move it counterclockwise this time.
Okay.
And see how well it lines up, and as I'm doing all this, I call out to Garion behind me, say, "You're certainly welcome to try and do this. I'd be happy to switch with you."
Puzzles seem like a castle kind of thing.
So as you do it, you take a look at it just to see how the line work lines up. So you notice the X of the 4 prongs in the middle. It would line up with the outermost ring, which is now 4 prongs as well. And then the inside, it doesn't really connect in the middle. It has like the star design, so it has the 5 points going out. That word flush with the 5 prongs, but now that it's 4 prongs, it doesn't line up.
Okay.
So you have 4, star, 4.
Okay.
Cool. Garion.
Yeah, I am going to take a shot at this one in my face, which I can do because I have sharpshooter.
Nice.
First one's 22 to hit.
Hits. And sharpshooter, like, it doesn't give you disadvantage. That's what it does.
Yeah,
Nice.
it doesn't. Let me just double check and make sure I'm not insane. Yeah, it doesn't. Being within 5 feet of an enemy doesn't impose disadvantage.
Nice.
That's super
Okay.
nice.
Yes, sharpshooter is super clutch.
So that was 7 points of damage. Is he up?
7 points. Yep, he's still up.
All right, I'll shoot again. 17.
17 hits.
And 7 more points of damage.
Yep, and that completely lays him out. How do you want to do it?
He's right in my face. So what I actually do is after the first arrow hits him, I get like frustrated that he's not down, and I take my left foot and kind of kick it into like right into his sternum to like pop his throat up and shoot the second arrow into his throat.
Yeah, and as you do, it launches his whole body back into the snow and just kind of face.
Into the moonbeam, I'd like to think.
Oh yeah, absolutely, into the moonbeam, and just kind of like it just eviscerates like the like top layer of his fur there, and just kind of like singes it down and just like splayed out, arms open, legs out in the middle of the snow there, in the moonbeam, just radiantly roasting.
Nope, that wolf just got the full moon.
All right, so this one. You can go ahead and roll your con save.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be 19.
19 saves.
Great.
It's gonna bring up Frostwolf, a C.
Oh, that feels better.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna bite the first thing he sees here. He's gonna at least try. And that is a dirty 20 against you, Theron.
That hits.
Uh-oh. I hear a butt.
No, go. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out this reaction. I don't think I can use it for myself, but I don't see why I wouldn't be able to. When a creature you can see hits another creature within 5 feet of you with an attack roll, you can take a reaction to reduce the damage dealt.
Yeah, I think
But-
that's only another creature.
I know, it's just weird. I don't know. I feel like you should be able to use it for yourself just by the nature of like you have a shield, but it's cool.
Okay. So that is
Damage.
going to be 6 piercing. And
Okay.
then 6 cold damage as well.
Brr.
So a total of 12.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, and as he lunges out to you, you just see like the breath coming out of his like his snout there, and it just like starts to like kind of crystallize on his teeth and just chomps down on you. That brings us back to the top. They're on.
Alright, let's see. I'm picturing he's still like chomped on my arm, and I just want to like kind of lift him up and take my sword and try to stab him.
Okay, yeah, roll to hit.
God damn it, it's a 9.
A 9, you missed with that one.
Let's roll an actual dice.
Yeah. Well, here's that one. Y'all ready? All right, and then I'm gonna take my second attack and just swing on him again.
Okay.
That's actually okay. It's a 17.
17 hits.
9 points of piercing.
I heard
9
the
points
web
of
developer for D&D Beyond hates paladins.
That's fine.
Proven. Confirmed. Okay.
And then I am going to take a bonus action, and I'm gonna do lay on hands on myself,
Okay.
and I'm gonna restore 10 points of health to myself.
Alrighty.
Heal, and that's my turn.
Cool. That will bring up Desmond.
Do I see any other ice wolves, or is it just this one?
Right now, just in your vision, it is like out towards the edge of the cliff here. It is like pretty blurry, flurry, kind of like misty. So beyond that, you don't really see anything, but in your immediate vision, it's just the one that's up right now.
So then I'm going to drop my concentration on Moonbeam and then activate my bonus action and use my last level 2 spell slot, because I'm keeping myself honest, and cast Healing Spirit. Because it's a different concentration spell.
As opposed to what you usually do and just cast unlimited spells.
No, I mean, just I don't usually drop 3 level 2s back to back.
Okay, yeah, so what does that do for everybody?
I just want to make sure. Okay. So an intangible spirit appears in the space that is a 5-foot cube that I can see within range. I don't know what a 5-foot cube means, so I'm just like picking right here for now, like this square, because I'm trying to hit these two. Because whenever the spell ends, whenever myself or a creature I can see moves into the spirit's space for the first time, or starts its turn there, I can have them gain 1d6 hit points.
Okay, and what is your is everybody able to see it?
Yeah.
What does it look like?
So it actually takes this like biblically accurate angel, but it's got devil horns sticking out of it. So it's just this ball of eyeballs and wings with like 2 little Loki devil horns sticking out of the very top of its ball-shaped head.
Terrifying.
But just
It's like the
eyes
Nugget
pure
logo.
white and feathers everywhere.
Wonderful and awful. All right, so yeah, go ahead and roll your healing for these guys right here.
So yeah, so both Fadolf and Theron, I'm gonna give you both a d6 back.
Oh, so it just gives them. Oh, never mind. Yeah. So
Yeah,
do they roll, or
so
you
it's-
want to roll it?
It's 2.
They can roll, right? No.
I guess.
I mean, he can roll, but Fadolf gets 2.
Okay, 2. Gotcha.
Oh,
And then
okay.
Fine.
All right.
Theron, roll a d6 and please get higher than a 2.
All right. No.
Damn it.
You rolled a 2. That's so funny, dude. This character is cursed.
Yeah, that's all good.
And then technically I can heal up to 5 times, so that counts as 2 heals.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, just keep track of that for me if you don't mind.
I haven't been practicing my die rolls this week. Sorry, guys.
Okay,
And
it'll
then,
come back. It'll come back to you. Just give it a few more.
And then I technically still have movement and an action, so I just
Okay.
like to run up here and bop this guy with my staff.
Bop them.
I'm just gonna bop him. Oh god, I was not as prepared as I thought. Bop. Wow, and I got a 23 to hit.
23 hits. It bops.
So I get to do a 8d8 plus 2, so I got to do 9 bludgeoning damage.
9 bludgeoning
As I
damage. He's
just-
looking.
I just take like these couple bounding leaps and then just whack him over the head like Rafiki did to Simba.
Oh. And he
And
doesn't
then
take
that's-
it nearly as endearing as Simba took it.
And then that's my turn.
All right, that's your turn. He's looking pretty bad there. That will bring up Lucian.
So I'm going to move, I guess, the like inner ring.
Okay.
And I will move it back to the mountainscape, I guess, and see if that looks any better.
All right, so you move it clockwise towards the mountainscape. It kind of folds in on each other, making the new design. And you notice that it does not quite line up. It's the inner is 4 prongs, the outer is 4 prongs, and the middle is this jagged-edged mountainscape.
Okay.
All right. That's gonna bring us back to the top here. Theron.
Wait.
No, he.
Oh, Garion, sorry, that's not gonna bring us to the top at all. I lied.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot my longbow at the final wolf.
Shoot him.
This wolf is getting ganged up on.
26 should hit.
Yeah.
And then
It's
5
so
points
great.
of damage.
5 points of damage. How do you want to do it?
I just yell at Theron, on your left, and you see the arrow kind of whiz by, just by his body, kind of between his sword arm and torso, and slide into the forehead of the wolf with a disgusting crunch.
As soon as he says on your left, I just kind of shift over a half inch real quick.
Yeah, and as you do,
I
hit your
trust
arm.
him.
you almost see as the kind of cloak that's hanging off of the part of your armor just kind of whizzes, or kind of what am I trying to say? It kind of just flaps
Ripples.
with the it kind of ripples
Waves.
with the wind of the arrow, and it just penetrates this wolf right in his face there, and he collapses.
All right. I immediately want to turn around and look at this door, and from where I'm standing, can I see what it's made out of?
It looks to be stone, but not like the stone that's this cliffside is comprised of. It's more just smooth, more what am I trying to say? Construction guy.
So you wouldn't advise me trying to bash it with
It's
my body?
worked stone.
Yeah, worked stone, exactly. It's a little more tailored for its purpose. I wouldn't advise you of anything at all. Either way, I guess. I would let you do whatever you wanted to do.
I'm just gonna walk up here and I'm gonna go up and Lucian, how's it going, buddy?
His goal is giving me an extreme headache.
All right, let's see. Let me take a look at it.
I think my sugar high is wearing off.
All right, so we got 4 prongs in the middle,
Yep.
5 prongs on the outer.
4
and
prongs
middle's-
in the middle, 4 prongs
Uh-huh.
on the outer, and then the inner ring is a mountainscape that doesn't quite line up with the 4. I'll say right now we are out of combat. We can keep the same order going if you guys want to take actions for this door or anything like that.
Can you just help me understand the mechanism here real quick? So,
yeah.
can you rotate that center and it's either 4 prong or 5 prong? That's your 2 options.
4, 5, or 6, because we've gone through all the options now.
There's a 6 prong.
You've seen on the outside, you've seen the 4 prong and you've seen a 5 prong.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the middle, you've seen all 3 of the designs, which is a townscape that moves into, going clockwise, that moves into a star design with the 5, and then that moves into a mountainscape.
Hey, Garion, real
Hey, guys.
quick, were you injured?
Try the star design with 5 prongs on the inside and outside.
Yeah, I think that might be the move.
That was the one that I did. That was the
Oh, that was
wrong
like
one.
that was the false
Oh,
positive.
that didn't work?
Yeah, that's the one that looked right but didn't work.
Oh, okay.
All right, if you go to the town, is there any indication? Do you see any lines that would line up with any of the prongs on the inner or outer?
So you move it,
Lucian?
the ring to the inner ring to the town.
Yeah, I'll
So
take a look
before
at
we
it.
even move it, is there any way to can we look at these images that are, because the middle or the center and the outer are just lines, right? And the middle is the one that's an image of some kind.
Mhm.
So like investigating this, does it look like any of the images that we have seen would make more sense or less sense to match up to these lines in some way than the other images.
Okay. Sure. Roll an investigation.
While he's doing that, I want to walk back over to the snowman for.
I'm really bad at
individual.
investigation. It's a natural 2.
Natural 2.
Sick.
Okay. Yeah. It's a lot of lines. I don't know, man. This looks like a whole lot of castle stuff, to be honest.
Lucian, what's going on, man?
I swear, if you say this
Didn't you
is
have like a
castle
puzzle
stuff,
room
I'm
or something?
going to slap you.
Didn't you have a toy room with stuff like this?
They're on.
I want to try investigating this snowman that I pushed his head off again.
Okay. Yeah. Go. You want to walk over to the snowman? Roll an
Yep.
investigation check for him.
Real quick, Garen and Theron, you guys should both gain 5 HP real fast, and I'm going to use the last of my healing spirit.
Nice.
Sick. Hell yeah, that puts me right back at full perfectly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That feels better.
It's gonna be a 10.
A 10 is a decent DC. It's just a snowman, thankfully. So you knock the head off the snowman. It looks very similar to the design as the previous snowman. It's got the carrot for the nose, the little top hat there, and the sticks for arms, little rocks for eyes. You already knocked over the head, so it's kind of just like in a pile of snow and produce, I suppose, on the ground there. And you notice kind of the like a red and white like shimmer underneath the snow of the middle section there.
Dope. I'm gonna pick up that shimmer. I want to see what that is.
Yeah, so you just reach your hand straight into the snowman, like Agent Smith or something, into Neo, or Neo into Agent Smith, excuse me, and you pull out a present.
Oh, I'm gonna open
Red
it
gift
up and
wrapping
hope-
with the white bow tied on top. Rip it open.
Yep.
Also, inside you see a slightly bigger than the one that you guys received from the previous snowman potion with like a red shimmering liquid inside, as well as a what looks to be it kind of pulls out of the it's almost like a handle, but that has like a candy cane design on it, and then you go to grab it and you pull it out and it just keeps coming out. It just keeps coming out, and you realize what you're holding onto is actually a hilt, and then it kind of elongates into the sharpened blade of a candy cane. And if you want to look in D&D Beyond,
I do want to look in D&D Beyond.
well, actually, yeah, it looks to be a large sword that is made out of a candy cane, essentially.
Sick. So what is that? Just a longsword?
Well, actually, I guess I can't really give it to you like that, like give you all the things.
That's cool. I can just do a Fey longsword.
You can imagine this wondrous may take some time to get accustomed to understand its full properties.
Oh, fucking wrong campaign. Shit. Never mind.
So, and then as you kind of like take this long sword out and you like taking a look at it, you notice the snowman just kind of dissipates and blows away in the wind, and all its components dissipate as well.
Sick nasty. I'm gonna like kind of shuffle around a little bit, and I want to find a spot to hook this hilt on my belt there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you take some time.
And what potion did I get? You said it's a little bit bigger. What is it?
It's a little bit greater. Yeah, it's a greater healing potion.
Yeah. Not what I was hoping to find there, but I'll take it. That's cool. I was hoping to find like an answer key or something.
Is there like a visible seam in this door?
There is. Yep.
I have a crowbar. I'm gonna take my crowbar out of my bag and shove the narrow end of it into that seam
Okay.
and try and pry these doors apart.
Yeah.
I'm walking back over there to see what they got going on, and I might want to help them with this.
Okay.
At this point, I would definitely be following up after giving last rites to the dogs for nature.
Nerd.
Garen's not a puzzle guy. you know.
Yeah, while they do that, I want to look around this alcove and see if there's any sort of clue or like markings left that would indicate like what the answer possibly could be.
Okay.
Um,
Point of order here. Garion, roll a strength check for me.
Hold on.
Okay.
Before he does that, I'm inspired by Desmond using all his second level spells. So I'm gonna do so, and I'm gonna I think I actually did it to you last time as well. I'm just gonna go kind of put my hand on Garion. I'm gonna put it on his shoulder and say, "I believe in you." And again, you're just gonna kind of see a light come out of my hand onto his shoulder, and I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability, and you now have advantage on strength checks.
You see Garion just kind of like turn around and look at you with like a big ass smile and a glint in his eye, and then fucking turn back around and just like put his entire massive furbolg body weight into this other side of this crowbar, trying to leverage this door open.
Yeah, roll the strength check with advantage.
Very bad. 7.
7. So yeah, you
dang
give it
it,
all your
roll.
might. It's not
Is this something
budging.
I can give guidance for?
You could have before the fact, but
Okay.
So just to keep in mind, you now have
I
advantage.
don't think
on-
11 was going to do it either way.
Yeah, but you have advantage on strength checks for the next hour until I break concentration.
Okay.
yeah, keep that
So-
in mind. All right. Desmond, do you want to do anything? You guys are up to your devices pretty much here with this door and this alcove here.
I mean, I would say I would just keep trying unless my crowbar broke or something.
Yeah, can I help him push his? I want to. All right. How much this little alcove we're in? Like, how wide is it?
How wide is it?
Yeah,
I want to
like-
say it's probably just as it's shown here, like 15 feet across.
Explosives.
All right. I'm this is
I
gonna be
can
stupid.
call lightning.
I'm gonna take my hands. I'm gonna press it up against the wall here, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna very athletically, kind of put my foot up on the crowbar, pick up my other one, and just try to push.
Okay. Yeah. Roll at. Yeah, I'd say roll at athletics check. You can
Yeah.
strength with proficiency.
I don't know.
All right, 19.
19. Okay, so yeah, you see this. You start to push on this thing, and it's starting to give a little bit, and then kind of gives too far. You kind of fall down into the snow, and you look down right in front of you, and there is just a completely bent crowbar.
Oh man.
God damn it.
Yeah. Anyone want to do anything?
Can
I'm-
I look
I'm-
for any clues now?
Yeah,
Is
go.
is there something happening in the world right now?
I'm just
There,
gonna start
there isn't just the
spinning
snow
stuff
wisping
again.
around.
Okay.
Sorry, Desmond, go ahead.
Okay, so with the center thing, how much has Lucian told us about like the center mechanism?
This
I
is-
would like
this
to
is
just-
really hard without a visual.
I would
I
like
know.
to
I'm
just
sorry,
brute,
guys. I should have drawn.
like try to
drawn something.
brute force my way, and if there's like a 5-prong versus a 4-prong, and we've tried the 4-prong configuration, I was going to see if we couldn't get it to the full like 5-prong configuration.
6 was the most.
6 was the most. I'll try to give you guys as much information because I didn't really like draw this out. I thought I'd be able to explain it a little bit better. But so I will say, on the one that you did already try, which was the 5, all of them lined up. You could tell each one was lined up because of the way that it was meshed against each other with the line work, going out from the center. So you can tell if something is in the right configuration as far as the 3 sections. You did try all on the 5, 5, and the star.
And
You
it's
just
on
haven't
mountains
tried the
right now?
other.
Yeah, I want to spin. Let's spin around the. We should spin around the middle thing until we see something that aligns with mountain. Let's try this.
Okay. So, yeah, you spin the middle one around. It does the 4. Then you spin it again. It kind of flips around and does the 5. Then you spin it around. It kind of does the 6. And then when it gets to the 6 prongs, it lines up with the mountain work. That's in the
Alright.
middle. So you got 6 prongs, mountains, and then 4 prongs on the outside.
All right. I want to spin the outside and see if there's a 6-prong on that because it's my first time really messing with it.
Okay. So you spin it around to the 6. It goes from the 4, flips around to the 5, flips around to the 6, and now it looks like it's all flush together. 6 prongs in the middle, mountainscape, 6 prongs.
All right. Do I hear anything happening? Oh, boom! Hit it.
Hit the pedal.
Yeah.
Boom. And as you hit the pedal,
The 8th letter's E.
you hear a shift and
Nice.
it separates, kind of glows in the middle and separates right halfway through the snowflake there. And the door begins to open.
I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna look at Gary and say, "What's this you say about castles? Castles can't teach you, just doing stuff."
Okay. Did you grow up in a castle too?
No.
Oh.
No, I mean a house.
All right.
I mean, I grew up in the hells, so anything's better than that, right?
Where'd you grow
Were you
up?
like outside or?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, not really. We're all one with nature. It's all beautiful, man.
Okay, let's go kill the Grumbus.
All right,
As we
yeah, so
leave,
the door...
I use druid craft to make all the little flowers bloom around the entrance.
Yeah, they do. You see like the reds and the blues and the greens all kind of like sprout out from like the inner stonework and everything. The door slides open. Little flowers kind of bloom all around the base of the door there. Did you guys? You said you wanted to take a short rest right here in the alcove, or?
I mean, we don't know what's gonna be in there, guys. So it might be better to get a quick rest in before we come face to face with the Grumbus.
Yeah. I wanna kind of close the door up a little bit. Just keep it cracked. I don't want it to lock again. And build a fire up against the stone wall for warmth. And yeah, I think we should chill for an hour.
Okay, and fair enough. And a good point. These lights all kind of went off as you guys opened the door there.
Cool.
Then you want to build a little fire and take a short rest.
Hey guys, what are we doing with Fadolf? Is he just gonna stand outside, or does he like want to come in?
He's a reindeer. He'll be fine outside, as long as there's no more wolves.
He kind of, as you guys get the door open, he kind of makes his way over to you, Garion, and just kind of gives you like a look and just kind of nudges up to you and kind of just brushes up against your shoulder, and then kind of just like looks you in the eyes and gives you a little nod.
Hey, buddy. I scratch him behind his antlers.
And then as you do, he kind of just like receives it caringly, and then looks to the rest of you and does like this kind of long, like exaggerated bow, and then turns off.
No.
And
Thanks for showing us the way.
goes off.
Get home safe.
Bye, buddy.
You just kind of see his illuminating form, the antlers with all the lights and everything, just kind of disappear off into the mists there. Cool. Yeah, and you guys can go ahead and take your short rest. Got a little fire here in the alcove. I will say, as soon as you have the door cracked, but as soon as you open it up, there is like a warmth that comes kind of creeping out of it, as well as just this awful stench. Just like sewage and like warm trash kind of smell, and just like creeps through.
So
you
are
do
we-
smell that creeping out.
Are we short resting, or are we like camping here and getting our minds and bodies fully prepared? Oh shit! No, tomorrow's Christmas. We can't camp here, huh?
I just need a quick 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
I gotta rethink about my maneuvers.
Yeah, you guys take a moment here. Say all these, unless anybody wants to do anything with these wolves here, they are gone. Or they are all dead, so we'll just go get rid of those for sake of cleaning it up here.
Garion's trying to plug his nostrils with snow, but it keeps melting, so he just keeps like doing it.
Yeah, and then as you do that, the kind of fur that like wraps around your chin there's just like kind of some icicles just hanging off where it like runs down your face and just kind of refreezes on the bottom of your chin there.
I figured I'd be like close enough to the fire that.
Okay, yeah, so it just runs off. Yeah, I'm tripping.
As he's doing that, I'd like to walk up, pulling my crowbar out of my backpack and just drop it at his feet. Don't look at him. I don't say anything. I just drop it at his feet, and I walk to the other side of the fire and sit down and like kind of just close my eyes, almost like I'm meditating, but just like.
Lucian, you dropped your crowbar over here.
Sit silent with my eyes closed.
All right, well, I'll just hold this for you. Mine's broken, so.
All right, so yeah, you guys can roll your hit dice. Do whatever you got to do for that.
He's probably got like 2 or 3 more crowbars.
In castles, they have a lot of crowbars. Excuse me. I will say, Theron, you are you've taken this time. You have it on your belt and everything, so you will be attuned to that blade. You can look up the Yule blade. D&D Beyond it should be. If you have homebrew stuff turned on.
All right, let's see the Yule blade. That shit's my equipment. Let's take a look at this bad boy. Very rare, you guys.
The Yule blade. How romantic.
And as you become attuned to it, after that kind of hour goes by, you can kind of see it just gives off this like golden shimmer that kind of resembles the shimmer off of your wings and hair there. Your angelic presence.
Sick. Yeah, and
Theron, where'd you get that candy cane?
from behind the snowman who from behind the snowman whose head I pushed off.
You see Garen licking his lips, looking at it.
I don't. Pretty sure you don't want this anywhere near your head.
That looks like candy.
But check this out, and I'm gonna pull it out, and I guess.
What does it sound like? Does it make a? Was it sheathed? Does he have a sheath for this thing?
Go ahead.
No, it's not sheath. It's just like hooked. I mean, I didn't. You didn't say it came with a sheath, right?
It didn't.
It's just
no.
All right, so yeah, so no, it's just like kind of hooked on like on a loop on my belt, on my armor there.
Okay, so it didn't make like a noise.
It sounds like, you know, I don't know how to describe the sound I can hear, but like you rub like some candy canes together, one of them's like kind of cracking and breaking.
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of hear that sound of like a candy cane rubbing up against another one. I don't know. Okay. Sugar on sugar.
And then as you do kind of just like pull it out and get it to the ready, it's like a very faint like jingle to it as well. As there is on the bottom of the hilt there, just like one little bell that is hanging off.
Hell yeah, I got the keyblade, baby. The Christmas keyblade.
Let me taste that.
Okay, so you guys finished up your short rest. What are you gonna do now?
All right.
Well,
let's go find the Grumbus. We got to get these presents back.
Can't take too much longer. Ready for dinner sounds great. Lovely.
I saw some tavern and steakhouse in town.
All right, so you guys take some steps into the warmth of the cavern here. Again, you as you walk in, you kind of smell that like that just like fragrance of like sewage and just like old, just like produce, and just like the warmth just makes it like 10 times worse. As you walk in, there's you'll see down this cavern way, there's big heaping pile of trash, just like sludge underneath it. The you guys can only see to a certain amount.
I'd also like to remind that I do still have light cast on Garen's torch.
Yeah, you dropped the concentration for something else, didn't you?
I was going to for guidance,
yeah,
but I couldn't do it.
You couldn't do that. Okay, yeah. So, all right, cool. So
trash tokens are amazing.
You guys could like, it's like there's like fog of war. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, cool. So
yes.
Yeah, so you're looking down this cavern. Let's say, let me do you a little light. How far does the light reach?
to here?
Yeah, to like.
No, for your light spell, excuse me.
Oh,
farther. Oh no,
20 foot radius, and dim light for an additional 20 feet.
Okay, so I'd say you can basically see exactly what you see right now.
Okay.
So yeah, as the light kind of shines off into this, you kind of can see around the corner, just like the soft light glowing from what looks like a flickering like campfire. That's where you can gather the warmth is coming from. There's a couple trash piles around the entrance here. Smells terrible, just so bad. Yeah, otherwise there's kind of dim light in the farther sections of this cavern here. What do you guys do?
I mean, I guess just slowly.
It smells
make my
terrible
way
in here,
forward.
guys.
And yeah, and I can tell you, stealth is pretty much out the window for me.
Lucian, what'd you say?
I'm just gonna kind of slowly make my way forward, just kind of looking around for anything I see, and definitely trying to avoid the trash piles.
Yeah, we
Okay.
walking, baby. I'm gonna walk with him.
All right. You guys walking along. Make
I'm
a
a-
perception check, Lucian.
Perception.
I want to lean over to Lucian and say, "You did a really good job on that puzzle. Don't mind the firbolg."
That is a 23.
23. Awesome. So yeah, as you guys kind of like take a couple steps in here, you notice that avoiding the sludge around you, you notice that yeah, this trash pile in the entrance is giving off this like odor, and like this like leakage that's kind of like coming out of the bottom there. And as you guys walk by, with a 23, you notice some of the sludge just kind of like starts just kind of like rippling out and a little towards your guys' group there.
I shoot at it with my longbow.
Yeah, shoot at it. Roll to hit.
14.
Definitely hits. And as you hit it, let me make sure.
It's 11 points of damage, if that matters.
Yeah, so as you hit it, you see the arrow gets kind of like, it's a very small, like toxic little, or not toxic, a little small like sludge puddle that's kind of just like forming out of this and rippling out of this like big heap of trash. And as you hit it, you just see the arrow just kind of hit straight into the dirt and stick, and then the rippling just ceases and it just settles again.
I got it, guys.
All right.
Thanks.
I'm gonna cast or try to cast Druidcraft and see if I can make like any mushrooms or any sort of fungus to grow out of this trash pile.
Okay, yeah, and easy enough. You definitely do. You're used to, you know, kind of like seeing life grow out of rot and everything like that. So easy enough around the edges of this toxic sludge. Some mushrooms start to form. It would take a while to fully form, but you get the process going there.
As
perfect.
we're watching these mushrooms like start to bud, or at least the process starting, does there look like there's anything besides garbage and sludge in this pile? Is there anything of value? Like, is there a hilt of a sword sticking out, or a gold piece? Or...
Right. Well, there's a candy cane hilt. No, I'm just kidding. Roll an investigation check.
Sure. Really bad at these, but a good roll is a 15.
And are you just looking, or are you like walking up and kind of moving anything or anything like that?
I won't get closer than like I'll make sure I'm at least 5 feet back
Okay.
from it. But just trying to scan the pile. And I mean, I don't know how much it looks like their token here, but like just looking to see if there are any of these objects or anything that's in there might be useful in any way or valuable.
Okay. It just looks like a whole lot of trash, man. There's like, you see some like old produce that's like half eaten. You see like empty cartons from like milk and like wrappers from stuff, and just like everything is kind of just covered in this like sludge that's just like just kind of leaking down into the snow or into the dirt and the snow around you.
Guys, this is gross. Let's keep going.
Yes,
Smells like shit in here.
now that I've set these mushrooms upon it, it will clean itself naturally, as is the cycle. But we don't have to stay here to make sure that works.
Oh boy, we just have to wait 3 months.
No, we don't. We really, really don't.
All right.
Let's move on because the smell is ghastly.
Yeah, well, let's do it.
But gross.
All right, so you take a few more steps in. The cavern kind of opens up to you guys, and then right when you come around this corner here,
Oh God!
you see
Oh, what the
this
fuck?
large mound of trash. That's just kind of like in a almost humanoid form, looming over you guys, maybe like 8 feet tall. And as you pass over around the corner, it just kind of positions itself to look towards you. It takes a couple steps, and then off in the depths of the cavern, you kind of hear an echoing voice. I will say with, let's see, Desmond, with your passive perception of 17, you can almost kind of hear like the faint like whimpering. A whimpering sound, almost like a small creature, like maybe in pain or just like in discomfort of some way. But you hear a voice. You've come to my home uninvited. Let me guess. The mayor sent you to help his poor little town.
Guys, it's the Grumbus. Fuck you, Grumbus!
Does the voice sound like it's coming from this creature, or is it just like a general voice we hear?
I would say it's coming from deeper within the cavern, probably like this way somewhere.
Okay.
Oh, that's not really nice. Fuck you, Grumbus. I mean, I've heard it before, but what are you doing here?
I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Fuck you, Grumbus. You're gonna die.
We are here for the presents you stole, foul villain.
Oh,
To write Christmas for all the little children.
oh, I'm the villain. Okay, that is hilarious. Typical. He's got you chasing shadows while he's down there counting his gold. Oh my gosh.
Is there something we should know about the mayor?
Fuck the
I'm-
Grumbus.
I am open for diplomatic solutions.
Oh my god, he's
You
negotiating
see
with
the
terrorists.
trash golem take a couple extra steps towards you.
I'm holding an action. If
Okay.
he takes another step towards us.
Okay, you're holding a bow strike.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, he kind of just stops on this corner right here.
And I'd say, tell your trash monster to hold it right there if you want to talk.
Don't worry about
Yeah,
the trash monster.
I'm also going to hold Ray of Frost and just kind of like put my hand
Was
out
this
towards
the
it.
compass?
Dumbus.
And as I do, I say, clearly, there's some information that you have that we do not. So, diplomatic solutions can be accomplished, but not if we feel threatened in any way.
Oh, interesting. So it seems like
Politics.
the mind control hasn't taken full effect on all of you idiots. You want these gifts. They're not gifts. They're chains for those townsfolk.
Oh my
Should-
god,
should
it's
you
an
elaborate on that?
anti-capitalist.
Chains how?
Well, this mayor, he sent you, didn't he?
Indeed.
Well, he just puts on this charade year after year after year. And you can kind of hear the voice seemingly getting a little bit closer, still kind of farther in the cabin, but more directed towards you, and a little less ambient. He puts on this charade year after year. If they're miserable, it's not because of me. He just wants everyone to think I'm some terror. You think they love him? Tuh. That shiny trinket on around his neck does all the loving for them. If if I just had a chance with him.
What are you talking about? What does the trinket do? And why does it justify you stealing presents from children? Quick now.
He uses those presents to just hoard the wealth from this town. I figured if I was taking it from them, I'd spare them. Plus, screw Augusto. He's the reason I'm up here in the first place.
Is he lying?
Why are you up here?
Roll an insight check.
Why
I'd
did
say
they
with
exile you?
disadvantage because you're just basing it off the voice and
Voice.
you've never met this creature before.
Yeah, and while he's doing that, I'm asking, why did they exile you?
Well, if you had someone moving against your efforts, wouldn't you want them gone too?
11.
11.
Guys, this guy's being really vague.
You hear an
I don't trust
earnestness in his voice. So you can't. You've never met him before, so you don't really know if he's lying, telling the truth. You do hear the earnestness in his voice, like he's trying to connect with you guys on some kind of level.
So,
This
here's
guy's
what,
not, he
here's
sounds
what
like he
you've
lost
said
an
so
election.
far. Something about the mayor's necklace is doing something to people, and that you were trying to move against this in some way, and you got exiled, and in retaliation, you've stolen these presents. Am I missing something?
Well, I've seen this greedy tyrant for the monster that he truly is, and then he put me as a monster. And you kind of see a form, kind of like creep towards you guys in this area here.
I hold my bow on the monster, the
I
trash
I
monster.
think we can all
Okay.
agree that there's no politician that got their position just through like being moral forever. But I mean, you stole everyone's presents.
I'm hearing a lot of name calling and not a lot of like concrete evidence against these people.
You kind of just sound like a dick who's like mad that people don't like you.
Also, Mr. Grumpus, I've been listening
Don't
to
call him
a-
Mr. Grumpus.
I've been listening to a whimpering coming from somewhere else in the cave. You haven't happened to have done anything else now to fess up to, have you?
Oh, me? You think if, I don't know if any of you can
Guys, I
kinda
think
see
he's
this.
stalling or something.
Yeah, I want to like
figure out
start
here.
walking into the cave a little bit
Okay.
on my next like action.
Yeah, how you go ahead. Yeah, how far do you want to walk in?
I mean, I'm taking my full movement 30 feet, and I'm gonna kind of walk up towards where his voice is coming from. I want to see this guy because I got to agree
Oh.
with Gary, and like this dude's saying a lot, but he's not saying anything.
Yeah, so you
Look
kind
at this
of
fucking token.
you kind of walk in and then you
Fuck.
see this looming character over here,
Oh my
just
God.
covered in fur, green from head to toe, a small like brown like loincloth over, and just like a tuft of fur kind of like going into a curly Q on the top. Big,
I wanna move
strong,
to,
like
like, right
broad
here.
shoulders and
Right here.
arms. Okay.
And I'm gonna take out my my candy cane, my Yule. What is it? The Yule blade. And I just want to have guiding bolt prepared to throw.
Oops.
And I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say,
You have about 5 seconds to prove to me that you're not the enemy here. Otherwise, I mean, the mayor's the mayor. We're here on a job, and I think if it comes down to killing you or killing the mayor, there's definitely one that'll land us in jail and one that won't.
Well, look, I'm
The
not
mayor
going
didn't
to
steal any presents.
Yeah, the mayor didn't. The mayor has actually sent us here to recover presents. You're not. And I'm looking around here. You stole
Steal
the
a lot of
fucking
presents.
presents.
There's a lot of presents.
He didn't steal their presents, but he taxes them year after year after
That's called
year and holds the
government.
wealth, and
Oh
he's
my
just
God.
stealing their freedom over everything.
Oh my
Like presents,
God.
what do
This
presents
guy's like a
actually even
sovereign
matter?
citizen.
I thought you were a bad guy and an asshole, but now I realize you're something worse, a libertarian.
and I'm gonna cast guiding bolt at him.
Okay,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Cast guiding bolt at him. Roll to hit.
Does a 23 hit?
Hold on, let me pull up Rumbus here.
I'm gonna say when I see him fire, I'm firing. I'm pulling that. I'm loosing my arrow at the trash monster as well.
Okay, roll. I will
Yeah.
say, roll. 23 does hit, and then everybody roll initiative. And then we'll have
I was
varying
also-
years.
I did have to
holding-
say I was holding my action.
Yeah, okay, so y'all can, all three,
Yes, I was
roll your
also
attacks,
holding
and then we'll
the
roll
Ray of Frost.
initiative.
Guys, he doesn't understand like taxes, and I get
I
they're
missed
annoying.
anyway.
Okay.
I get they're annoying, but it's not worth stealing Christmas from kids.
That is a 15 to hit.
You were holding it for the,
Ray of Frost against the trash monster.
what did you roll? I'm sorry.
The dump is.
The dumpus.
Dumpus.
15.
15 just hits.
Okay.
Let's see. All right, and what is the guiding bolt damage?
12 points of radiant damage, and the next attack roll on him has advantage.
All right, let's let me get some initiative going, and then I'll mark
Assuming
off
a
your
10
damage.
misses.
It
the
does, yeah.
dumpus. Yeah.
I just don't understand his like. The mayor taxes the present, so I stole them after everyone already paid the taxes. Like, you're in on it.
I don't think he understands how
He
society
also like
works.
mentioned the necklace and then did not elaborate.
Yeah.
All right, so 25 to 20.
Nope.
All right, 19 to 15.
I got an 18.
16.
All right, that's Desmond, Lucian.
I didn't roll a 5 for initiative this time.
Don't worry, I got you, bud.
Both times last time I rolled 5 for initiative.
Oh shit.
Oh, excuse me. Actually,
Oh, Grumbus.
okay. 15 to 10.
14.
15. And then would you roll, Desmond? I mean, Theron, I'm sorry.
7.
7. Got you. All right, so that is. Holy crap! Hold on. These are different. You said that is how much damage?
It was 12 radiant.
12 radiant.
And then my Ray of Frost was 10 frost damage.
10 frost damage. All right. This one. Oh, I'm getting situated here. And all right. Yeah, you see this the ray of frost just kind of crystallize over like the sludge that's dripping off of this big like monster that's mostly this like sludge material, but it's got like trash kind of like poking out of it, like Christmas wrapping, like some like old wrappers from like candy, like just like a half a tire that's kind of sticking out of its like hip region.
With my like hand out towards it, you just see like drops of moisture being pulled from the air and slowly starting to crystallize before shooting forward at it.
Nice, awesome. All right, yeah. So you guys got those off, and that brings us to the top of initiative order, which will be Grumbus.
Grumbus.
Grumbus up top. Glad we had some actions held.
If this is the way you guys want to do it, we could have come to terms. And then you see him, well, I guess Theron, you being right there, can see him run over to this part of the cavern here and disappear into that.
Bitch.
And pop up right here next to you.
Sick.
And then he comes out and takes a multi-attack against you. I haven't used Grumbus before. Alright, that is going to be a 10 to hit.
That misses.
And a dirty 20.
That hits.
Alright, so he just takes 2 like swipes towards you, claws drawn on these like big barreling arms. That is going to be 38. 8. That's gonna be 11 slashing damage.
Okay.
Alright, and that's gonna be his turn. Desmond.
I would like to, move forward about yay many spaces here.
Okay.
And then, so that was 10. Dang, I just don't have enough. I'm going to turn to look at the golem here, and I go, big guys need to take a chill. And I'm going to cast my once a day use of Ray of Enfeeblement.
Okay.
Bam.
What exactly is that?
So, once again, it's a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
DC 15.
DC 15. Constitution. That is a dirty 20.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. All right. He just kind of looks down and grunting. You see the eyes look back at you, kind of like a dull glowing yellow.
And then I'm going to come run up behind Theron.
All right. 15, 20, 25, 30. Right there.
Yep. And then that'll be my turn.
Cool. Lucian.
I would like to run up to the trash monster,
Okay.
and right as I get to him, I will reach my hand out and set it on his leg, or I don't know, how big is this thing?
It's probably looming. You would guess around like 8 or so feet, maybe a little bit taller, and just broad as all get
Taller
out.
than me.
Yeah, so I just reach my hand out and just like set it on him at whatever would be kind of just normal chest level for me,
Yeah. So probably like his like hip area.
and I will cast Chill Touch.
Chill touch. Okay.
That is an 11.
11 misses.
Darn.
So as you go to reach out and this thing, and just kind of like where you go to reach and like cast the chill touch, it kind of formulates the crystals on your palm there. And, like,
It is not cold damage.
Oh. Well,
It is,
the spell kind of like formulates in your palm there, and the sludge where you're kind of positioning your hand at just kind of like melts away and just reforms on the other side of it, just kind of like in this amorphous like shape there.
Okay.
Cool. Anything else for you?
That will be my turn.
All right, that is going to bring up the golem. He's going to just kind of like very slowly look down towards you, and
I look up at him. Oh fuck.
he's going to take a multi-attack at you. So there's going to be 2 smashes. First one is an 11 to hit.
That is my AC. That hits.
All right.
11.
That is okay. And then yes, this one hits as well for a 19. All right, so 2 smacks against you. First one is going to be 9 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And the second one is going to be 13 bludgeoning.
So 22. Oof.
And he just kind of like lunges like his like arm towards you, and just as he hits you, kind of just leaves this like sludge just drawn across your chest. And then... Oh, sorry, I missed something. At the start of his turn, if anybody is within 10 feet, roll a Constitution saving throw for him.
Yikes. That is 19.
19, so you succeed. You kind of like feel this like waft of like just sewage and smell come over you, and it kind of almost makes you nauseous for a split second, but you just shake it off and ready yourself. At the beginning of his turn, he takes the slaps at you, and that will...
You said need a bath.
and that will bring up Garion.
Alright, I am going to move up one space right here. And I am going to put my hand on Lucian's left shoulder, just give him a really firm, almost painful squeeze, and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
So that is 11 points of healing. And then I am going to proceed to use the rest of my movement. So I moved 5, so it's 5, 10, 15. I'll go right here at this square.
Okay.
And I will turn invisible as I use Hidden Step.
Invisible.
As I like before he moves away, as I feel him cure me, I kind of just like reach up with my right hand, grab his wrist, and I said, "Thank you for saving me once again."
No problem, buddy.
All right.
I
you
kind
go
of, as I
invisible.
walk over there, I disappear like in as like I walk.
Yeah, in 10. Okay, gotcha. They're on.
I'm gonna keep it simple, stupid. I'm gonna use my Yule Blade, and I'm gonna swing. Let's see. I'm gonna swing at him, and let's say +1 bonus to attack and damage. So 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Okay. And we're gonna roll it.
Big guy.
Ooh, that is a 14 damage, 14 slashing. I am going to expend a charge of Jolly Cleave.
Jolly Cleave.
Yep. So, we expend a charge there. He's going to create. I'm going to create a burst of festive energy. All enemy creatures within 10 feet must succeed on a DC 13 Wisdom,
Okay.
or be distracted by visions of holiday cheer.
Does he have disadvantage since he stole presents?
Oh, that's that. It's if he fails the save, he gets disadvantage on his next attack.
Okay, so
No,
what is it
I
again?
was making
Sorry, I
a
was looking at
joke.
something.
It's a 13 Wisdom.
13 wisdom. He rolls a 13. Oh.
Okay.
So he saves. So does anything happen when he saves? I made the
Nope.
weapon and I forgot.
Nope.
There's too much info.
Doesn't look like it.
Okay.
So he takes damage, and then I'm just going to swing at him a second time.
Alrighty.
Oh, baby, it's a nat 20.
Let's
Oh, 20. Let's go.
Let's
Go.
All right, and so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use a feat on this one, my Savage Attacker. I'm going to roll my damage twice
Use the higher number.
and use the higher number. Oh, but it did away with my... Okay, so we'll just roll that 8. So 1920 with +1 versus... Okay, so it's going to be 20 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then... Let's see here. We're going to... I just hit him, so I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Divine Smite. And he is going to take an extra 2d8 radiant damage. It's going to be 7 radiant.
7 radiant. Okay. Mathing.
I almost gave Garion Savage Attacker, but I've changed it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
I think I
it's-
changed it to Sharpshooter. I was like, wait.
Yeah, I mean, that makes way more sense for you. So
Indeed.
I need to be using that more. I thought it was once per like short rest, but it's once per turn. So I need to.
Every attack.
Yeah, I need to be
As long as
using
you-
that.
Attack
And so,
one.
random question: would that radiant damage be doubled because of a crit, or would be not because it was an add-on?
I think it was like the initial attack. I could be wrong. Might need to look it up, but
I think it's separate damage from the crit.
No, it doesn't double the
Yeah.
radiant.
it's just the
Wait, no, well, it
initial
does
attack itself.
It doubles sneak.
I've never played a paladin
Right? Yeah.
beyond
hold
a
on,
one
let
shot,
me
so
look
I've
it up
actually
really
never
quick.
fucked with it. I
These
never
little-
landed a crit on my paladin, so I never had to fight.
It's
figure
Divine
it out.
Smite.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Divine Smite. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to roll crit. Sorry.
So Google Images or take it for what it's worth. The first thing that pops up is so you can't really command a crit, so when it does happen, you might not want to smite.
It looks like it does apply.
Does it?
Well, I'm looking at Reddit.
I'm looking at
Also,
Reddit
is he
too.
a fiend by chance?
He is not a fiend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Yeah. Cool.
so my
that's-
understanding of Divine Smite is Paladin doesn't decide to use it until after the hit roll, and on a critical hit, you double all the damage dice associated with the attack. With that in mind, wouldn't a Paladin wait until? So they're saying like, why wouldn't you wait until you hit a nat 20 to use it? But it definitely still counts.
Okay.
So
Cool.
double that damage, and I guess that was how much was it?
It was 7 damage, so it'd be 14 instead. Okay.
Sick.
Cool.
That's my turn.
All right. So after your turn, where is the thing here? We're gonna have a legendary action. This is where it's about to get wicked for me.
Motherfucker.
Wicked.
Deep Eruption.
Is this a lair action?
This is a legendary action for Grumbus.
Okay.
In the official 5e Grumbus.
Yeah, the official 5e
That
Grumbus. Triggered, Grumbus causes a trash heap within 30 feet to explode, showering the area in debris. Creatures within 10 feet. So he's going to do this one right here. Make a DC 14 Dex save. So, oops.
I got a nat 1.
5,
Yeah, I
10. So both of you guys failed.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, let me just
Oh,
read the
sick,
rest of it
sick.
right here.
You're both transported to the trash realm.
Right?
Yeah, you guys are turned into trash golems.
Domain expansion trashification.
Fuck yeah.
Domain expansion dumpster fire.
Garion just goes back to the forest, invisible.
Um,
All right.
3d6. Where's my d6? Oh, there it is. Where's my d? Oh.
I didn't sign up for exploding trash.
I bet you didn't, Castle Boy.
Alright, so you guys have the sludge all over your body. It kind of just like drips down, and you guys take from the shrapnel and trash blazing by you. Wow, 6. 12 piercing damage, both of you. And as this kind of sludge drips down into your feet, it kind of hardens at your feet, and you are considered restrained.
Oh God.
So, restrained. Boop. Oh, it's a web. That's kind of cool. Alright, so restrained here. And I'll just go ahead and read off. Restrained is your speed becomes 0. Attack rolls have advantage against you. Your attacks are at disadvantage. And you have disadvantage on Dex saving throws. But you can roll to save at the end of your turn.
Ah.
All right. So,
Well, this sucks.
Yeah, damn.
okay, and that brings up the Grumbus. He looks kind of down at you, just like kind of like with this. Wait, am I missing something?
Did Lucian go?
Lucian did go. Yeah, he was third.
Oh, okay.
And so he looks kind of down at you and just like puts his fist up, and he's like, "Are you sure this is what you want to do, shiny boy?"
Shut up.
Swings for a multi-attack. Let's see. roll at advantage. That is a 22 to hit, the first one.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be a 22 to hit on the second one.
Ow.
Ouch. So 8. Go back to this 8 over here. Use the same dice. Shit. Okay, got it. 4, 5, 9, 10, 11. So that's 12 slashing on the first one. And that's a lower one. 8 slashing on the second one. Towards you. And then he's going to hop into this trash pile and you see him disappear.
Jumping around in the trash.
Teleportation via trash.
Right. You see him, oops, dragging, pop up right out of this trash heap right here. He's gonna take a couple steps right here towards you guys again. And that's his turn. Desmond.
All right. How tall would you say that this cavern is?
This cavern, I'd give it about, probably about 20 to 25 feet tall. And you see these sections right here are just like kind of pillars that, columns of stone that kind of just work our way up, all the way up to the top.
So, I've got a couple of things. As a bonus action, I'm going to activate my druid power and summon a spirit totem.
Nice.
And so right here, on this square, I'm gonna put a spirit totem.
Okay.
It's got a 30-foot radius aura. Bam. And I make it a bear spirit.
A bear spirit.
So when I summon it, each creature within the aura, so all of us should be, yep, we all gain 10 temporary HP.
Nice.
And it also gives advantage on strength check and strength saving throws.
Nice.
Don't know if that's going to help, but I figured it maybe. And then I have a spell to cast, because that was an ability and not a spell.
Nice.
I'm looking over here at the frickin' Grumbus, and I go, "Let nature's wrath fall upon thee," and I cast Call Lightning.
Okay, yeah. What is that?
Sick.
So a storm cloud appears that is 10 feet tall and 60 feet wide, 60 foot radius. So 120 feet wide.
Holy crap.
Which is why I confirmed how tall.
Bigger than the cavern.
Yeah, which is why I confirmed how big the cavern was before I did it. So there's no escaping it now.
So it's 120 feet wide?
Yeah, it's a 60-foot radius.
Sick, dude.
So everybody is about to get hit by this lightning? Is that what I'm hearing?
I get to pick a spot, and then creatures within 5 feet of a spot makes a dex saving throw.
Okay,
Thor.
I guess I'm confused what the 60-foot radius is.
That's like the range.
Oh,
yeah,
got
so
you.
anything under the cloud, I can target, and the cloud is that big.
Got you. Okay, I'm sorry, I missed that part. Okay, yeah. So, what is it? A attack roll or is it a saving throw?
It's a dex saving throw.
Got you.
15.
Dex saving throw. Where are you at, Cornbus? All right, that's going to
Did
be
you
a.
mean to move the bear here?
Yeah,
Say
that's
what?
his totem.
That's his totem.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to find something else, and I had that readily available. That is a 4 saving throw.
Let's
All
go.
So now he's going to take 3d10 lightning damage.
Sheesh.
And I rolled real good, so that's 24.
24. Okay.
Let's go.
That
Crack,
is-
crack.
Yeah. You just guys see
And
this
then-
like whole cavern just like fill with light, and it's like the you notice as it dissipates, all the trash in the areas just kind of like sizzles and just like lets off this like little kind of vapor, sludgy vapor off of it.
And then this storm cloud is good for 10 minutes.
Invisible eating.
Nice,
them.
okay, cool.
It's crazy.
So I got my concentration up, and then that'll be my turn. What saving throw do I make to break the restrained condition?
The restrained
Strength.
condition.
Which you have advantage on now. I think it was strength.
Let me see. Let me just make sure really quick because I might.
Why does he have
it set.
advantage on
Yeah, it
strength?
is.
Because of the totem.
Oh, so
the
he.
totem I summoned,
Oh.
which you would too because you're within 30 feet of the totem.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sick.
So I get to make a strength saving throw with advantage. Good, because that was trash. I got a 14.
14 is just what you needed, so you
Let's
were no longer
go.
restrained.
All right, but that was my turn. My turn
not
is
marked.
over.
All right. You want to stay right there?
Yeah, I mean, I had to do that at the end of my turn, so I wasn't gonna.
Oh,
cheat
got you.
and do
Yeah, for
anything.
sure. Good job. Cool. So that brings up Lucian. Lucian, you are starting your turn. Wait, hold on. Oh, nope. I'm lying. Your turn. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to use Misty Step. So, because of my Elven lineage, I can use Misty Step once per long rest without using a spell slot.
Okay.
And I'm going to teleport to this space here, which is 25 feet. from me.
Gotcha.
And I can teleport up to 30. And the way that looks is you see, like, once again, the moisture from the air kind of pulling towards me and starting to form ice all around my body, and almost like if any of y'all have played Mortal Kombat, the way Sub-Zero kind of just turns into ice.
Yeah, the
my
ice
body
port.
just kind of collects with ice and turns into ice and then shatters, and I reappear at my new spot.
So sick, dude. Take inspiration. That's
Sick.
awesome.
Somebody was standing over here near Gary and would have heard like, oh shit. Like, really quiet out there, bro.
Which was the trash golem. He kind of looks to the side, looks down, just footprints in the snow. All right.
Sick.
Anything else, Lucian?
And then that was a bonus action, so I have an action, but how do casting more spells? I've never played spells before, so more than one spell per turn. How is
Misty
that?
Step
Since you
is-
cast a leveled spell, you can only cast cantrips.
Right.
You get one cantrip and one leveled spell if the action economy allows.
Even if it doesn't count as a spell slot, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Thank you for
If it
clarifying.
counts
Yeah,
as
so
a
I think
spell,
Misty Step is
it'll
a
still do
second
it.
level, I want to say.
It is a second level. Yes, it is.
Right. So you can cast a cantrip if you want.
Yeah, since
Okay.
Or do like a
Misty
melee
Step
or
is
something.
a bonus action, any cantrip action spell.
Okay, well then with that, I will turn to the Grumbus and cast Ray of Frost.
All right. Cast away.
Get it.
Let's see, that is a 24 to hit,
24.
Nice.
and that is 2d8, and that is 10 frost damage.
And frost damage. All right.
And it appears to take full effect, or
It kind of like this ray of frost kind of just like washes over him, and you can see the crystalline like ends of his hair just kind of like start to crystallize, and you just see him just look at you and let out a and this like cold shiver kind of like takes his body.
and that'll end my turn. But as I do it, and he kind of like growls at me, I will say, you had the opportunity to go about this diplomatically. I am a man of my word, but we felt threatened, and so we proceeded as such.
I called off my golem in time to let you guys talk, and you feel threatened? Fine. You dug your own grave.
It had nothing to do with the golem. You were withholding information, and it felt you could not be trusted.
All right. That brings up the golem. Wait, what is this? What am I right there for? Oh, that's why. Okay, brings up the golem. Crash Golem is going to... going to take his movement to here. Oh, wait. 15, 20, 25, 30. Towards you
no.
guys. He's going to see you right here on the corner. Can't quite reach Desmond, as far as you know. And he's going to take a swing
Oh, no.
at you, Lucian.
I wanted to
a
be
double
away
swing.
from him.
Oh
Yeah,
dear.
here he is.
That thing is ghastly up close.
I don't have another cure wounds, guys.
All right, that is going to be
Somebody save the ice
an
wizard.
18 to hit. I believe hits
That
on
hits.
you.
Sorcerer.
And then the second smash is going to be a 13 to hit.
That hits.
All right. 2 smash attacks. Oh, that's an 8. Nice. One low roll for the first one is going to be 7 bludgeoning.
Is there a reason you don't have any armor? Can you not wear any armor? Oh yeah, you can.
I don't get armor.
Ooh, and that's a big hit. It's going to be 14 bludgeoning. And that second one there.
For 21. Luckily, 10 hit points.
All right.
Still hurt.
And then, yep, that's his movement there. Yeah, that'll do that. He's going to end his turn right there. Grumbus is going to take his legendary action for Heap Eruption. He's going to take this heap right here again, and it's going to erupt into just like sludge and like trash and everything, just blast out of it. And we're gonna have Theron and Desmond roll a dexterity. Theron, you at disadvantage since you are currently restrained.
I got a
Oh no. Theron.
Well, that's a nat 1 plus 1.
Nat 1 plus 1. Okay.
That's 2, man.
Yeah, does that pass?
is a failure. What'd you get, Desmond?
High
Can you-
DC.
I got a 5.
5.
you double
Okay, that's
check your
also a
stat block?
failure.
Can you just make sure, double check
Yeah,
your
what is
stat
this
block?
DC, dude?
Pretty sure that's gonna pass.
With a nat 1, yeah. Let me
I'm
let
literally
me look it up.
Right?
Real
This
quick.
is the
digit away
Baldur's
from a
Gate
nat
3,
20.
right? It's a DC of 2, so you literally can't fail.
Do you have an inspiration at all?
No.
No.
Woofed. All right, so that is going to be Desmond, you are restrained again. The sludge just kind of hardens around your feet there, and that's going to be. Oh wait, I rolled the wrong thing. Sorry, guys, wasting time here. 11. That's gonna be 11 piercing on both of you.
I maintain my concentration on Call Lightning.
Let's go.
Nice, good job.
Your temporary hit points fucking save the day.
Oh yeah.
That's that whole reason I was saving that spear.
Clutch.
I wanted to.
All right, and that'll bring up Garion.
Okay, I become visible,
All right.
and I am going to move. You tell me, DM. I want to get. I'm assuming these presents are not as like they're shorter than the Grumbus.
Yeah, they're just.
He doesn't have like full cover. So,
for sure.
I mean, can I see him from here? Or would I need to move him one? more?
I'd say one step, and you could see his form kind of poking out on the side,
Okay,
of
so
the column.
yeah, I'll move to that square then, and I will start shooting.
Alrighty.
First one. 14 to hit.
14. 1 second. Misses.
I'm gonna use a superiority die and add that to the roll.
Nice.
That's an 8, baby. So that is
That hits.
22.
Yep, hits.
All right.
Nice.
So first
Good,
attack
Barry.
damage is 7.
7 damage. Got it.
All right. I'm gonna shoot again.
Okay.
That is a 9. I don't think I'm gonna waste a superiority die on that, but I am gonna go ahead and action surge
Okay.
and take 2 more attacks.
Nice.
Forgot you had that back.
15.
15 misses.
That one I will use a superiority die on to
Okay.
boost. 16.
16 just hits.
Let's go. That
Clutch.
is 9 points of damage.
9. Okay.
All right, one more attack. Is a 13 to hit.
Misses.
Fuck, man, some bad rolls. Fuck it. I'll go ahead and use one more superiority die. So Buffett makes it a 15.
15 misses.
Garbage. And then I will turn invisible.
Okay. And you go invisible after letting off a barrage of arrows that just fly through this cavern. Oh, you're not restrained. Cool.
Fucking terrible rolls.
Anything else for you?
Nope.
That's it. That'll bring up Theron.
I am going to first use a bonus action and lay on hands myself and heal myself for 15 points.
Okay.
Get some better off than I am. And then again, I'm just going to take my my candy cane sword. And I'm going to point it towards the Grumbus and cast Guiding Bolt.
All right.
I'm so sorry. Can I move back where I was too before? I
Yeah,
don't wanna
for
be
sure, no
within
worries.
10 feet of any of these trash piles, please.
Yeah, for sure. No worries.
Yeah.
Got you right there.
Gotcha, thank you.
That's going to be a 13 to hit.
13 misses.
Okay.
And I would say your attack roll is at disadvantage because you are restrained, regardless. So it would be worse than that, I suppose.
Well, let's see. 13. So, whatever. And then I guess I'm gonna make my dex save, and now I'm rolling this at advantage because of the totem, right?
It's a strength save.
It is a strength. Yep.
Oh, strength.
So you
even
would
better.
be rolling with advantage. With advantage. Yep.
Sick.
Must restrained.
God. A 10.
A 10 does not succeed. So you kind of just pull, but this sludge is just so hardened. It's almost like become one with like the dirt and like stone underneath your feet. Cool. Anything else for you?
Nope. Yeah. No.
All right. At the top of the initiative is Grumbus. Grumbus is going to take a couple steps back towards this trash pile, and kind of like call out to you guys. Like kind of breathing a little bit heavy. He's got some like little wear and tear, like a little bit of his there's like part of his like fur is just like matted on one side, and then part of the other side of him is just like crystallized like icicles hanging off the side of him, just like blasted like half of his like the fuzz on his head back. Look, I think we could probably come to terms here. You guys are a little rough and tumble, huh? Not like the other riffraff he sends up the mountain. Look, I'll return the presents, but on one condition, if you guys hear me out.
I really don't think you're in any position to make conditions, seeing as how you're in the state you're in and we are in the state we are in. If anything, it is going to be harder for us to trust you.
Let me out of the sludge.
Make a persuasion check.
An 11.
11, just shy. I don't think after you just said that, I want to take you out of the restraints. Why don't we just maybe take a second? We can talk this
at the very
out.
least, call this trash heap of a golem off of me.
Again, if you guys agree to, we can come to terms. Otherwise, I'm not calling anything off. I feel very unsafe in my home, I might add.
Guys, come to terms so we can get out of this sludge. Come on. Think about it.
Guys, I think you guys just hear this voice. I mean, are we still in initiative right now?
This is kind of like in the middle of like rounds here. He's kind
Okay,
of just
so
saying
you
this
hear,
out.
but from behind this column, I'm still invisible, but you hear, guys, I don't believe a word this dude says. Look at him. He lives in a cave full of trash and stolen presents. Like, we let him go, he's just gonna do this again.
I do believe something this ugly doesn't have that much integrity, sadly.
Okay, but we're stuck in sludge, and I'd like to not be that.
On a proposition, we let him speak. And if
I think if we
agree,
don't get our
kill him.
allies out of the sludge, there's nothing to talk about.
Okay, make another persuasion check there.
Okay.
I'm just standing in the sludge. That
15.
doesn't really
15.
mind.
Okay. Yeah, with that, he kind of takes a look around, like he's like, where did that voice even come from? I'm looking at the people in front of me, and was that one of you? Look. Okay. Just give me a second here. And you see him dive into this pool of trash here, and then pop out right here. And he just kind of takes a look at you, Theron. Just like kind of snarling, like 7.5, 7 foot, like over you. Just. And just takes a gnarly spit at your feet. And you see as the spit like hits your, the hardened sludge over your feet, it just kind of like it melts away. And you are no longer restrained.
All right, so what are the rules on initiative here? Are we still in his turn?
I would say if we're picking back up out of a discussion period, then yeah, it would go back to initiative order.
All right, first thing I want to do is, before he starts attacking and everything, is I want to take a step back. I want to get out of range of these trash heaps.
Okay. Take a step back.
Yeah, and that gets me out of range, right? Just 10 feet.
Yeah, you would guess you see it. You see the splatter, kind of like around this area where you guys were, and no further than that.
And noticing this, I want to look at him and say,
I want to be right here.
still now in these discussions, you are not true to your word. You released one of our allies, but not the other.
Well, look, I gotta have some kind of assurance here. I mean, there's like 4 of y'all.
You have a golem that I am almost defenseless against at my back.
While they're talking, I want to move to be like right here.
Okay.
I'm still invisible though.
Beep. Stealthily move over there.
Can
Make
I
a stealth
hear
check for
him?
me really quick with advantage.
And while he's doing that, can I hear him moving around? I guess it'll depend on his stealth check.
Yeah.
Can I challenge him? Can we do rollies and
18.
see if I can hear him?
You can roll well, let's see. Because you're kind of like engaged with the Grumbus at this point. I'd say his is that, and your passive perception is 12, so you do not notice him walking over there.
Okay.
Looking invisible.
I have a hand behind me, and I don't know if anyone understands common sign language, but if you don't, you just kind of see me throwing a symbol out behind me. Do either of you speak sign language?
Common and Elvish.
Yeah, common, elvish, and gnomish.
Okay. All right. You just see me throwing out a hand signal.
All right.
Look, I'll release the rest of you. I'll dissipate my freaking golem. Just, like, Scraps is over here hurting. Like, you gotta just give me some kind of assurance you're not gonna kill me in my home here. Like, I really just want to get back at Augusto.
I want to cast message and speak in Theron's head.
Okay.
I'll say, if he agrees to abandon this mountain and move far away from Whatville and take the presents, I'm fine with it. Otherwise, we gotta end this in this cave. That's just my opinion. I'll be invisible eating jerky.
Do I get to reply?
Yeah, you can reply to this message.
I want to say, I'm down to kill him, honestly, regardless. Fuck this guy. I'll talk to him. Prepare your next bolt.
I'm gonna hold an action to shoot the Grumbus.
Okay.
And,
So what do you say, shiny boy? Can we talk this out? Can we come to terms here?
Here's what I'm seeing is you stole a bunch of presents from kids. Fine. You know what? You're upset with taxes. But what's really getting with me is that what's your end game here? You're gonna go to the next town. They fucking pay taxes, dude. That's just how it works. You know, how do we know if we leave you now and take these presents? How do we have your assurance that you're not going to do this next year or the next year or the next year? And I'm just kind of talking, and
I'm really rambling on. Like if anyone's listening, they kind of notice like I'm being kind of like, or the next year, or the next year, or the next year. And
Okay, look, we get it.
I want to hear what he says.
I just want to get back at Augusto. He's the one that exiled me to this mountain. He's the one that's mind controlling this entire town just to pay them every year.
Whoa, you keep saying mind control. You said he's wearing a fucking necklace. Look, I'm wearing a necklace.
and I just like kind of pull out. It's just a little ring on a necklace, and I say, "Who's mind? There's no mind control, buddy."
Yeah, your necklace is kind of tiny and looks pretty cheap.
My wife says it's an average necklace.
Pulls the arrow back a little further.
And then I start giving a thumbs up, kind of behind my back, but I say,
what's your end game with Augustus?
I just want
Augusto.
Augusto to release. Look.
How, buddy? What relief? You haven't explained what
The necklace. It's just he's just using it, some kind of magic to mind control these townsfolk to do his bidding year after year. Was it not obvious when you were down there? I'm surprised you're not mind control yourself, obviously.
Do you think people going to work is mind control?
You obviously don't get it. Look, if you want to help me to defeat Augusto, I will give all these presents back. I will leave. I will do whatever you want me to do. He needs to pay.
I want to think back. I'm listening to this over there, eating my jerky. I want to think back to when we interacted with, what was his name? Frederick,
yep.
And I mean, he did have the toy soldier, so I want to I don't know if it's history check or whatever, but I want to think back and see if I can even now later thinking back on it, pick up on any kind of did these people seem like they were mind controlled? Now that I've heard that, thinking back on it, it's like watching a movie once you know the end, looking for clues.
You're like, yeah, thinking retroactively,
and
thinking about it.
Can I stare down the Grumbus and see if I think he's lying to us, since now he's talking to me face to face?
Yeah, sure. You roll an insight. Gary, and roll I guess history, right?
That's what I would do.
We could do history, and then depending on how you roll, maybe an insight off of that, or just the history. I'm not really sure.
I got a dirty 20 on my insight.
Dirty 20. He looks first of all very desperate. He looks pretty rough and tumble. He's still standing up tall, broad-shouldered, looking to defend himself. But you sense as much as you can through this gravelly voice, sense of sincerity. What was your history check?
History was just a 10.
A 10. Thinking back, you saw. You remember Frederick ran up to you guys. He had the scroll and the missive in his hand, the summons from the mayor.
I also said hello individually to each person that we passed as we were leaving the village following Adolf.
He did indeed.
Oh, yep, you did. Okay, so I would say with a 10, you kind of got the impression that everybody was still kind of it's Christmas Eve, right? So they're kind of, and now that especially retroactively, all the presents were stolen by the Grumbus. You can see them kind of moving hurriedly through the streets. There's it's obviously very festive in the town, decoration wise. Everybody's got their snug little hats on and sweaters and moving together, but there was that kind of sense of disconcern, if that makes sense.
I also, one thing I do remember too is that Frederick, he had no issue telling us that tree was fake. Would a mind-controlled person
that's what I was gonna bring
be that quick to give up the ghost of the tree illusion? But I don't know, that could mean nothing too.
Here's the only way I'm willing to accept any sort of terms with you. You get your trash golem about 20 feet away from my buddy there. I need him away from him first.
Roll a persuasion.
Guidance.
Fuck, that's a D4, right?
Yep.
Fuck D&D Beyond. Oh my god, that's a natural 20, baby.
Let's go.
Straight up. Okay, whatever. I mean, and a 4 on the D4. I swear to God.
Dude, max roll, nice.
And then
Yeah, well, I was gonna
For
say
what total?
Not to be a stickler, but guidance is a touch spell.
Oh
What?
yeah, it is. It is a touch spell. You gotta pat me on the back.
Since fucking when?
I don't know if that's
Forever and ever
2024,
and ever.
but
That's
I'm looking at
definitely
it
new.
as such.
So either way, 20, not 20 plus 1, 21.
Okay, yeah, for a 21. All right, shiny boy, I'm trusting you here. Come on now. And you see the golem just kind of look over to the Grumbus and just take like lumbering steps backwards towards this.
Yeah, guys, the Grumbus is maybe not making sense, but he means well with what he's saying.
Well, I have look.
He's
Here's the
not
plan.
lying.
We flipped. I'm not gonna lie to you. We flipped your sled outside.
He just rolls his eyes.
I'll help you flip it back, but if you want us to help you take down Augusto, you can start by going and delivering the presents tonight to the town, because I'm not doing that.
He kind of takes a second,
Expecting that.
thinks about it, kind of like cocks his body to the side, but still kind of facing you guys, and just like kind of looks up onto the wall. Thinks, kind of strokes, brushes the crystals out of his ice crystals out of his facial hair. Look, I'm kind of beat up. I'm not gonna lie, guys. You guys kind of roughed me up. I could have totally taken you, but you know.
Yeah,
Now that we have
for our negotiation.
Now that we have a moment, maybe we can take the night to rest up and deliver him in the morning. I mean, tomorrow's Christmas, right? Hey, listen to your blue friend here. He's got some sense.
I'm gonna cast message as I can have it as a cantrip again and it's out there on.
This guy doesn't seem very willing to do what we're asking.
Look, I got you guys. I can provide some furs for you to sleep on. We can take a moment. I'll use my other room if you want, like, to feel. I'm not gonna attack you. Look, I'm just. If we're gonna do this, I don't want to face the mayor on how I'm feeling right now.
I'm gonna message
So
back.
okay, so we have terms of fixing that, but are you going to face the mayor with us? If that is to be the outcome.
With evidence.
But I still want to message back at some point.
Okay, we'll message back really quick.
I'm gonna message back and say,
I'm still down to kill this guy 100%. Like, this guy's not living past tomorrow at the latest. But if we get a rest, that means the killing can be done a lot quicker.
Coming from a paladin, that's so fucked up.
I'm going to drop invisibility.
I'd like to say
Okay.
my oath is the oath of glory, so I only do anything for fame, basically.
And as I drop invisibility, I'm gonna say out loud,
How about we take him back with us and the presents, we tie his hands, and we go confront the mayor ourselves and see what's what. And don't give
The
this guy
mayor-
an opportunity to get loose until we find out what's going on with the mayor.
I would
do
agree
you
to
guys
that
think?
100%. The mayor also did not explicitly say we needed to kill
We can
the
put him in the
Grumbus.
back with the presents.
Listen, Grumbus, I appreciate you letting us have a spot to stay here,
If
but
he says what he says is true, then we'll find out.
release our druid. You stay over here. We're gonna go over here and confer. Can we do that? Can we separate from each other for a minute?
Yeah, can you sheath your candy cane?
Ooh,
He kind of just
Like
holds
how
his
he-
hands up, like kind of just like displaying that he's not doing anything. He just kind of like takes a step back. Can you sheath that thing?
yeah, of course. But if I sheath the candy cane and I put it in, but I gotta do this,
And I pull out my other longsword.
I mean, guys, the storm cloud in the room says there's nowhere for him to run.
Blue friend's
Whatever,
got
yeah.
sense.
let him free.
This guy's not going anywhere. What do
Let him
you guys
free.
want to do?
I think we camped by the door.
I'm getting
Over
really
here.
hungry.
I think
Okay.
we take turns staying awake.
All right, cool. Can we go over here and confer with each other?
Yeah, for sure. You guys all take a kind of step over here, look back at the Grumbus. He's kind of just like locking eyes with his golem, like
This is
kind
fun.
of just like motioning to y'all, like these guys.
I'm holding an action.
Okay.
I need to go get a water because my throat is killing me doing that voice.
Yeah, do your thing.
But I just before I go, my consensus here is we get a long rest, we take shifts, staying awake and keeping an eye on Grumbus and Trash Golem, and at the very least we get a rest. And even if we end it up here tomorrow morning, like we're rested, it could be done a lot quicker.
I just don't want to sleep in here with all this trash. It smells fucking terrible.
And it does.
I mean, I'm down to sleep outside the cave.
I mean, do we have to sleep? Can't we just get this over with tonight?
You just want to kill him now?
Above
Not
table, I don't need a
killing.
long rest in any way, shape, or form.
I mean, I'm good without one, but I would love to have my second level spell slots back.
I'm running low on slots, but I can make what I got work.
I would say too, like if it is any push either way,
go get water.
by the time you guys got up to the top of the mountain, went through the puzzle, did the whole encounter with the wolves, it's probably pushing around. I mean, I guess you can't really tell like what exact time it is, but it is definitely dark by this point, and it is just getting later into the night. I'd say like since you got up to the top of the mountain when it started getting dark, it's been about probably an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Seemed like the only thing on the mountain was wolves, which didn't pose a threat to us.
No, but we don't want to get lost in the
Oh yeah, we don't have
snow.
fade off.
So might be a little harder getting back into town.
Somebody, what can't?
However, the Grumbus.
Listen, can't you guys like fly on the sled or something?
I don't
I
Can I see
have
a reindeer?
that yet. I can't be a warhorse, so
I do have fly that I could cast, but also I might input that the Grumbus did come from town originally, so there's and he did just steal the present, so there's a very good chance he knows exactly how to get back.
My
to town.
thinking is this: we have one person we know for sure is guilty of crimes. We have one person that is just accused of crimes with no substantial evidence provided other than the word of a known criminal. So I think we proceed with our mission as planned. We take him alive, and then once we get back to town, we'll find out if something is amiss.
I am all for taking him alive and confronting the mayor. I mean, in the end, if it takes us killing the Grumbus, so be it. If it takes us killing the mayor, so be it.
I have a feeling that there's truth in both sides of this story.
Well, I mean,
I
we
mean-
know that he stole the presents.
the
That part we know
Grumpus
for
is
sure.
obviously a piece of trash, but the
I mean,
piece
just
of trash
baseline
you know is
willingness
better
to
than the
live in this
piece of
cave.
trash you don't.
You hear a little bit of rummaging in the background, and you kind of look over your shoulders, and you see the Grumbus kind of reaching down the pile of trash and picking up like what looks like a half of an onion, just like takes a bite out of it, rubs it on himself, kind of throws it back in the trash pile.
This guy literally has trash powers.
That's kind of awesome when you think about the
Trash
trickle of
romancy.
life. He fulfills a necessary role in the environment.
Inspiration.
I think we should just
Desmond,
take him
hoarding
in.
trash is bad on the material plane. I don't know what you guys do in the hells, but it's a sign of mental instability.
Yeah, it's not good.
Then we should take him back to town and figure out what's wrong.
I agree.
Obviously, he needs to
Great.
stand.
Let's tie
for
this
the-
fool up and go take the presents down. And I mean, if you guys really want to take a long rest, we could put a fire outside. I'm not sleeping in here though.
I mean, I'm down to sleep outside. I just want to tie him up and keep an eye on him.
All right. Yeah, all for taking him down with the presents tied up after arrest.
I still don't care about the rest, but I vote for that.
Yeah, that sounds perfectly reasonable to me.
All right. Well, Theron, you're the voice of this group, so go tell him. But tell him if he doesn't agree, we're gonna kill him.
So, all right, here's what I'm gonna do because I gotta get his trust. But guys, check this out.
I'm gonna take a little dagger and I'm gonna cast a blade of blood and bone. And I'm gonna take my little dagger, and you're just gonna on my left arm. You're just gonna see me cut a little like 5-inch sliver on my arm.
Oh shit.
Should we? do
Yeah,
consent?
pretty fucking gnarly.
Blood magic?
And I'm gonna lose 3 max hit points
Mhm.
permanently.
Permanently.
Yep. And now I have this cut, and you're just gonna kind of see a quick little glow from it, and the cut is still there, but if you're looking at it, you notice it's not bleeding like it normally would. Like this is a 5-inch long fucking cut in my arm. Like this is some serious shit, and it's not bleeding.
Oh my god, Aaron, what are you doing?
Just watch this.
Wow.
And I'm gonna turn around, and I'm gonna make it a point, like kind of make it a big action that I'm putting my sword away. And I'm gonna walk up to the Grumbus. I'm gonna say,
"All right, Grumbus. Here's the only way that we're gonna have any sort of agreement here, okay?
I'm listening.
You are gonna get tied up right now. We'll keep you alive. We won't fight you. We won't kill you. But we're gonna have to make a show of bringing you into town tomorrow, under arrest."
Yeah, I mean, so what are we gonna do about Augusto? I'm cool
Well-
with getting tied up. I mean, I might even like it a little bit, but what are we gonna do about this evil mayor?
Well, that's another story. But what I'm thinking is you're saying this necklace of his is what's controlling everybody?
Yeah, wasn't it obvious?
To you,
Wasn't that
apparently,
obvious?
but to me
No.
and us, no. But I got one of us can be invisible, and I'm thinking maybe while we make a big show of bringing you into town, maybe our invisible friend could go snatch the necklace off the mayor. If what you're saying is true, then we should see the townspeople break that the spell's broken, right? The mayor doesn't have the necklace to control people anymore.
I guess in theory, if he didn't have the necklace, yeah, I don't see why the magic wouldn't be broken by that point.
If what you're saying isn't true,
and I'm gonna kind of like go over to my arm and like pretend like I'm scratching it, and then all of a sudden you're gonna see me pull a blade, and the blade is made of my own blood, my own bone, blood, and sinew from my body. And I'm just gonna kind of hold it up to his throat, and I'm gonna say,
Oh my god.
if what you're saying isn't true, you see this wolf pelt I'm wearing? You're gonna be on the other fucking shoulder.
You hold it up to his throat, and he just unmovingly is just looking at you in the eyes. Well, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I mean, if you can get it off him, by all means, but I'd be careful.
I don't think it'll be that big of a deal.
all right. I'm gonna look back at the druid. I'm gonna look back at Desmond and say,
Desmond, do you know how to tie a good knot?
I'm sure with my animal handling skills, I can tie something to keep him in place.
While they're talking about this, I want to look around this cave and see, besides like the presents, is there any other exits? Is there any other treasure chests or like his personal belongings? I want to look around.
Yeah, are you taking time to like walk around and kind of look around, or are you just like glancing around where you are?
No, yeah, I'll take time to like make my way around the room while they're talking.
Cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
give me
we're
an
tying 'em.
investigation check.
Sure.
Yeah, and I mean, I've got a +4 survival and a +7 animal handling. So it kind of depends what we're trying to do, but I'm sure I could tie him up somewhere.
Investigation for 16.
16. That's pretty good. So as far as exits, you kind of take a stroll, a look around. You don't see any other exits. You see these little tiny like alcoves that come off of the cavern in different areas, filled with trash and presents. There's got to be a good 500-600 presents in this cavern right now. It's insane. They're just piled up in corners. You kind of take a walk over to this area. Yeah, you kind of look in this cavern right here, and you notice a little whimpering as you get closer. You see this little brown, scrappy-looking, dirty dog, very, very small, and just kind of like laid over on its side with like a kind of like a paw up and just like softly whimpering in the corner, snuggled up in some of the furs. You could almost even miss it if you weren't looking close enough. But you rolled a 16.
Does it have a dog tag?
It does. Do you want to look at it?
Yep.
Yep, it says in this kind of like makeshift, like it's like a half like one of those studded collars, half like a normal red collar with like a rusty silver buckle on it, and then a little bronze tag on the in a circle right there, and it reads Scraps.
Oh, hello, little buddy. You can understand what I'm saying.
And the
Are
Grumbus,
you okay?
it's just kind of looks up at you like just like whimpering, just. And the Grumbus is kind of like holding his hands out like in a fine, tie me up, and just, hey, what are you doing? And looks over at you, Garion.
Who's this?
Takes a couple steps towards you. That's Scraps. He's kind of hurt right now. This is what I was taking care of before you guys intruded. Which is fine, by the way. I get it. I think
we'll help your dog, bud.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's wrong with the dog?
Animal suffer. What's wrong with it?
As a show of good faith, yes.
Oh God, please, anything, please, just help him. The damn frost wolves outside got to him. I told him not to go outside.
Guys, I don't actually have anything.
I'll take like 2 steps around the pillar and cast Healing Word on the dog.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and roll some heals for that.
I'll help your dog. Well, see you later.
Heal. There you go.
Fire hippie.
Yeah, what does it look like as you cast your healing word?
So you see him make like this wide sweeping gesture like he was trying to showcase a painting, and he just goes, heal. And that's it. That's all it is. It's just heal. And it's 10 HP.
Nice, 10 HP.
I rolled pretty good for the little boy.
Scraps is at full health.
He acts like he's more from the Feywild than the Hells.
So you kind of see this like
Bleeding hearts of the world unite.
this like platinum shimmer kind of like coalesce over the over Scraps' paw, and as it does, he kind of like hesitantly steps down, kind of sits up, puts some weight on it, just kind of gets all giddy, its tail starts wagging. Oh my God, you helped him, thank you. Look, wow, yeah, whatever you guys need. I need to get back at Augusto, and if you guys just are my ticket to doing that, whatever you need, please. And just holds out his hands. Can I just please be with Scraps while you tie me up?
I'm gonna go pick up Scraps, and I'm gonna place it on like his side, and then I'm gonna take the rope and just kind of wrap it around him and Scraps.
Okay, you're gonna bring Scraps over to where Grumbus is.
Yep, and his Scraps is just gonna be tied to like his rib cage.
Okay, well while you walk over there, he's gonna also take a couple steps towards to get closer. Just kind of not knowing what y'all.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah.
Is he like scheming right now, or is he just peeping?
Roll an insight check.
Happening.
Is he freaking out about his pet, or is he just being a creep?
24.
24.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you need a DM me or?
Yeah, everybody want to leave the call real quick? No. Yeah, he's super worried about his pet. Like you can tell, like every motion that he takes outside of what you guys are kind of like directing from him,
He's not like going for a magic item under this blanket.
He's like, these guys just tried to kill me. I love my dog more than anything. I don't want anything to happen to him. Like they just healed him, but maybe it was bait. I'm just walking closer to make sure, kind of thing, you know. But yeah, as you pick up Scraps, pull him towards the Grumbus, and you guys kind of like tie him up, kind of like posted right here up against the wall there with his puppers.
Anything else over there besides the dog?
Oh, you see the some furs in a couple corners, dirty, smelly. Everything smells in here.
Right.
You see the Santa hat.
Is there anything under the Santa hat?
Yeah, you go pick up the Santa hat, and there is a stain, a brown, just like greenish, like kind of chalky and like chunky stain just underneath the Santa hat
Ew.
that's kind of strewn across like the furs and like on the wall and stuff. Could be anything.
Did you shit in your bed, sir?
Where do you shit?
Not in the bed.
Oh, you know. You don't have to sleep there, I guess.
Well, here's
What's
what
going on
I'm.
with the trash monster right now.
He's literally just dormant, standing where you guys left him, right there. If anything, just kind of like looking towards where you guys are all like interacting right now.
All right. Well, keep your trash monster in here. We're all gonna go outside.
What's his
And,
name, by the way?
The trash monster?
I'm asking Grumpus.
I haven't
Is it
really given
Dumpus?
him a name. Dumpus. This is
Yeah,
Mount
'cause
Dumpet.
Because you're the Grumbus.
Ooh, I will be right back. I'm sorry.
Oh, that makes sense. I guess he could be the Dumpus. Sure, yeah, that's sure.
The Grumbus and his Dumpus bodyguard. What a tale.
Yeah, isn't he
That
beautiful?
smells-
He's just kind of like longingly looking at the walking pile of trash that you see.
Garen's gonna start heading out. He's gonna say,
I'm gonna make a fire outside, guys. We'll get these presents in the morning. It doesn't look like there's any other exits, so I guess we can leave Grumbus in here. I kind of cast him like a side eye as I walk out. Still very much not trusting.
All right, everybody else?
Yeah, I guess
We're,
I'm just
we're gonna go take a
follow
long
along.
rest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to burn my last wild shape to turn into a rat and then just sleep as a rat on the Grumbus.
On the Grumbus?
Yep.
Okay,
Like, I'll just watch him all night asleep as a rat.
all right.
not like on him, but like watching him.
Nope, on him. Like,
Oh,
go on his head and just fall asleep as like a giant fat rat.
He's kind of just sitting like up
How-
against the wall, like legs splayed out with his like hands tied like in front of him, and then the knot kind of, or the rope kind of goes through the collar of Scraps as well, just like kind of like sleeping in his lap, and he's just kind of getting himself comfortable up against this rock. And you creep up as a rat.
and try to like just scrabble my way up his side onto his head.
Oh, hey, buddy. Get in here.
How bad is he looking, the Grumbus?
He's looking pretty rough. I wouldn't say he looks like he's on death's door by any means,
Yeah, he's
but
about to get a long rest.
he is looking pretty rough. I'd say that. Yeah.
Okay.
By now, the warmth from this cavern, the ice crystals on him from your frost has kind of melted off. He's a little wet. He's kind of like, yeah, like kind of banged up a little bit. His like hair's all matted and turned all different kinds of ways from different blasts and cuts and stuff, but he looks okay. He's still holding himself well.
Probably smells like wet garbage, and that's so bad.
That's this entire cave.
Yeah, me with my like, you know, bovine senses and smell, I'm like, hell no, I'm going outside.
Okay, well, I was going. No, never mind. I'll just follow along, go outside.
Okay. You guys walk towards the, I assume Theron's going with you, so you guys walk towards the entrance again. As you walk by this golem, it's kind of just like standing in the same spot next to
I
this trash
watched
pile.
the fuck out of that golem as I walked by, seeing as how it smacked the hell out of me 4 times.
It did, and as you do, you notice that its head and its body is just completely stationary, just kind of unmoving, dripping, leaking all this like sludge through the crevices in the trash onto the ground. And the eyes seem to just kind of rotate around the head, the sludgy head, and just like watch you guys as you walk by.
Yeah, so as we walk by and we get to like this area, I'm not quite, but like almost like, you know, back against the wall, arms spread out. Like, I don't like that thing. I don't want it to hit me. I'm watching it and staying as far as possible.
I will walk in between Lucian and like I'll like you know when you like walk with a girl on the sidewalk or whatever and you're like in between her and the
Right.
the
Street,
road, like
yeah,
that's what
yeah.
I'm doing to Lucian.
Very,
right
very protective of the castle man. Yeah, and as you guys walk towards the
Stand over there,
front,
buddy. shield
and
you.
walk out the entrance there. Boop. All right. Let's see.
Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, you're good. You guys are walking out the entrance. The
Well-
golem did nothing except watch you guys leave.
Desmond's gonna stay inside and watch him.
While we're walking, I just want to say,
I think somebody should stay awake. At least we should have one person always awake, keeping Grumbus awake so he doesn't get any health recovery.
Well, I do have.
Garen's like, I could fight the Grumbus by myself.
I mean, yeah, but it's easier.
Just let the listen. I've been thinking about this. You know why he's making up this whole thing with the necklace, right? Just let the guy sleep. And if it turns out he's lying, we'll just kill him in the town. Or keep him up. I don't care. Let's start
gonna
making
take-
the fire.
I'm gonna take 2
Okay.
darts, and I want to fix each one on his shoulders. That way, if he starts to like lean any which way, starts poking him.
Okay.
Oh my God. It's like some torture shit.
What are you doing, pal?
Just it's insurance, buddy.
You notice an incredibly fat rat on its head.
I'm just gonna say, Theron, is this really necessary?
No, I mean we could just kill him.
I really do feel that, and like I said, I'm not against killing him, but if it turns out that he's telling the truth and he's going to help us against the mayor, why would we want him exhausted from staying up all night?
I mean, the way I see it, we could kill him now and go steal the mayor's necklace, and it's a win-win, really.
Look, do what
I
you
think we
must
stick
if you
to the
want to feel
plan.
secure. I can't say I blame you. And kind of looks down and like flexes his arms a little bit and just like kind of admires himself.
As soon as I see him do that, I'm gonna say, you know what?
You're right. He's not a threat.
And I take my darts back.
You take your darts back and you guys start to make your way towards the Lair entrance again, and you just kind of hear almost like a somber sigh come from him.
Does it sound defeated?
Yeah, like
Roll an insight.
Okay.
Can we both? Because
Yeah, sure.
Actually, can I too, since I'm on his head?
Yeah, go for it.
14.
14,
23.
23,
I got a 24.
24. Yeah, I would say with all of those rolls, it wasn't a high check. Yeah, he sounds very defeated, almost like he's heard these kind of insults before and many more. Cool. So you guys make your way outside the Lair entrance, just outside the doorway in the little alcove. Gary, you said you start to build a fire, and yeah. You guys want to talk about anything before your long rest?
I'll pull out my tinderbox and set
wanna-
up like some sticks, pour a little bit of my oil on it, and
While he's working on the fire, I want to come back over here and try to push the sleigh, flip it back over.
Okay.
And while he's doing that, I'll walk over to Garion and I'll just kind of kneel down next to him, and I'll I mean, did you already light the fire? Is it lit completely, or?
that's up to the GM. I have oil in a tinderbox, so I was going to use a little bit of the oil to speed up the process, being that it is very cold out here.
Okay. Yeah, I guess roll what was it, like survival with advantage?
Yeah,
sure.
I was gonna say if it
imagine Gary would do
wasn't
really well.
lit, I was gonna add my aid because I have oil and whatnot too. So
It was at 18 survival.
Yeah, easy enough. You get this thing going, and it starts roaring in no time.
Actually, it's 21.
And little stuff that you've the kindling and everything that you guys have acquired in this amount of time catches easily. Nice little warm fire right there.
so
And
I'm gonna
then-
walk up next to him as the fire starts. I'm just gonna kind of, like kneel down, put my hands out to the fire, and I'm not gonna make any eye contact, even though I'm right next to him. I'm not gonna look at him or anything. I'm just gonna say, I know we have our differences, and I know you disapprove of me in many ways, Castle Boy, and whatnot. but you have saved me many times, and I am extremely grateful. I cannot express enough the gratitude. And I hope that I am able to do the same for you in some way one of these days and repay this debt.
Oh, I'm just giving you a hard time, bud. Don't take me too seriously. You done great. And as I'm saying this, I have a stick with like a piece of like rationed beef jerky on the end of it, like over the fire, like it's a s'more or something like that. You just kind of hear it like starting to crackle and sizzle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also like
you want some
pulling out,
jerky?
as he asked me that, I'm also pulling out my rations. And I would imagine that it, coming from my background, it's not beef jerky. It is like
Mine's deer jerky, just for the record.
deer jerky. Okay, it's not jerky, is what I mean. It's a lot nicer coming from where I come
It's a
from.
lot nicer.
It's like cured like
Yeah.
salumi.
Yeah, like
Exactly.
so you,
Came
like
off like a
you have like
charcuterie
a
board.
cured ham, sticks, and like some like cheese squares
Yeah,
that are wrapped with
preserved
crackers and
cheeses.
such. Little
But,
castle Lunchables.
Castle Lunchables, exactly. But pulling these rations out as he offers me this, I'll take and I'll kind of hold some of it out to him and take his offering. And I'll say, I was in a bit of a bad mood with the door earlier. Usually I'm quite good at those types of things. And jokes or not, the shit you gave me, it got under my skin and I was frustrated with myself. But that crowbar is for you. I felt at some point, I guess kind of at fault that yours was bent and damaged. So the least I can do is repay you with that. And I hold up the beef jerky and say, and thank you. And I take a bite.
I grew up outside, and I've just we've been traveling together for a while now, and I've seen your ambition to learn what it's like outside of your castle walls. And that's something that I have all the respect in the world for. So I think you are doing great. And if you put me inside of a castle, I'd look just out of place as you do out here sometimes. But after all the things we've gone through, now that we've got the Grumbus all tied up, seems like you've been successful enough. So
I take that to heart, and this ambition, it comes from, raised in the castle. I don't believe the things that my parents believe. This world that they live in of currency and money and manners, it's not going to get you all the way. It will help, yes. Politics help, yes. But it's not the whole world, and that is the whole reason I came out here. And magic, of course. So, in a way, you growing up outside, I look up to you. And I think that's why I take to heart so much when you do give me shit, whether it's jokes or not. But I appreciate you, and I try my best to learn from you.
we get done with this Grumbus thing, and we make our way past Whatville. I'm assuming we're all going to stay together. We should head back to my forest. I'll show you some things that you could never see inside a castle. There's beauty and wonder in this world that will captivate your soul.
As I've come to learn, it doesn't look good what I'm about to say, but the castle standing tall above the trees and everything. Nice warm walls. It's nice, and it is in its own way beautiful. But this last year or so out here with you lot has really opened my eyes and has shown me a beauty that I could never have experienced inside the walls of my castle.
Not everybody can make it out here, bud. You've shown it. You're not one of those people. So
You guys hear this like really big thud, and like some of this snow kind of like trickles down from the alcove, and you take a look over, and Theron's just like pushed the sleigh back over and got it upright, and it's stationed back on its on two rails where it was.
Looking over as he does this, is it damaged at all from being flipped over?
Make a perception check.
can I have some of that cheese?
Absolutely, help yourself. And I like lay it out kind of next to the fire so it's not frozen by the snow, but I just lay out my rations for us to kind of snack on by the fire as I look. That is perception, you said?
Yep.
14.
Sorry.
Is that both of us?
If you want to take a look at the sleigh as well, yeah, go for it.
17.
17, yeah. So I'd say easy enough. You guys can tell looking at the sleigh that it doesn't seem damaged in any way. If anything, the one side of the rails that's kind of slammed down is a little bit deeper cut into the snow right now, so it's sitting like a little off kilter, but it doesn't appear damaged or anything further than that. And this fire you guys are sharing here, and some snacks, late night snacks. It's pretty dark outside. Looking out to the cliffside, you can only really see like maybe like 30 feet beyond the campfire light, and then it just goes into like white blur from the snow. And you guys take the rest of the night to long rest.
As they gather on the fire,
Should we take
I will take first. I will take first watch. You both have done so much today. Get some rest.
I'll usually wake up with the sun, so if it's all right with you, I'll just take last watch and wake up early.
That's perfectly fine. As an elf, I don't really sleep. I kind of just meditate, so I'm perfectly okay to take first watch.
While they're talking, I am very quickly, as soon as he says y'all can rest first, I like immediately just go up on a up against the wall in an alcove, kind of lean back, and just immediately close my eyes and just start breathing heavy. And I kind of wake back up real quick. I said, "Wake me up when you need me," and then close my eyes again.
I'll do the same, but I'll kind of walk to the edge around where the alcove is, and I have caltrops in my inventory, so I'm gonna make like a semicircle of like caltrops that like I guess under the snow, basically like drop in my mind that like drop into the snow.
Yeah.
So if anything like steps on like, and I'm gonna try and make like a line around like a kind of a semicircle line.
Okay, yeah, easy enough. Set those up. Cool. And then who's Lucine? You're taking first watch. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
I'm taking first watch, and then also, how far does the fire light reach?
I will show you right now.
Is it a full moon?
It is. You can't really see the moon, to be honest. The wind of the snow blowing around. It's still kind of blizzarding pretty hard under here. You are kind of protected from a lot of the snowfall, just being in this like half semi-cavernous alcove here at the entrance.
So where is the fire, first of all?
I would just say that I would put it like right kind of here in the middle, close to the door, so we still have the shelter of the walls of the alcove. So it's just like this front area that's exposed, and then I got the caltrops like around here.
Okay. And DM, correct me if I'm wrong. You said that it reached about 20 feet.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm trying to like do the thing. Cool. Yeah, so about
Okay.
right there.
My video. Can y'all see me?
You're
frozen.
frozen.
Yeah, you're frozen.
You want to pop out? I can bring you back in.
Yep.
And just as
real
he's setting up the
I'm pulling back in really quick first. Sorry.
And I was vaping. I'm gonna
Vape.
cut that. I'm gonna hit it again.
Nice.
Alright.
Yep, you're good.
Good strawberry banana flavor.
Mm.
nice. Mine is dragon fruit lemonade.
What are you doing?
As he's before he goes to sleep and he's setting up these cow traps, I would like to walk out to about here or here probably, and just stick one of my 2 daggers that I have in the snow where it's sticking out some, that like the hilt of it, and cast light on it, and then go back, just so we have a little bit more field of view.
Okay. So I don't have to take a million years to do another light one. We'll just know that there is a light right here that's emanating brightly in this like open space.
Yeah, so from here to 20 feet I can see, and then from that 20 feet, which would be here, 20 feet further, there's like dim light.
Okay, perfect. So yeah,
So pretty much this whole area is illuminated.
Bulgarian and Theron kind of post up, start to doze off. Lucian, roll a perception. I'd say with advantage since you guys have it well illuminated over here.
I rolled a 16 both times, plus my perception. 22.
Yeah, besides the howling wind going back and forth, the crackling of the fire here, and the snoring from Garian's Burbolg sinuses,
It's loud.
it's loud. Yeah, you don't sense or see anything amiss per se, and your watch goes without action or without activity.
Well, how long would his watch be technically?
How long is it?
They're like 2 2/3 hours or
Yeah, something like that.
So right as he gets to the end of his watch, he's actually going to hear a loud
2
thump
1/3.
from inside the cave. Where at the 2-hour mark, my wild shape wears off, and I like roll off of his head into his lap with a thud. So I'm just asleep now in his lap.
Did you guys close the door or leave it open?
It's cracked.
It's cracked.
Yeah, it's cracked.
Okay, so you don't
I
get
didn't
the
realize
stench
wild
too
shape
bad.
is only good for 2 hours at our level.
So yeah, the Grumbus kind of looks down at you like, kind of just like rolls you off of him, cuddles back up to Scraps.
I'm asleep.
I
asked out.
And just passes back out of against the wall.
Yeah, so then finishing my watch, I will wake up Theron for his watch, and I will sit down kind of by the door, like right here, and go into my kind of meditative trance to go to sleep.
I'm just gonna take out my lamp. I mean, I'm guessing all the shit you have lit up is still lit up out here.
I mean, I guess once I don't know, being that I don't fully go to sleep and go into a trance, would I lose concentration on the light?
I think it's a restful state still, so yeah, you would lose concentration, so it goes out.
All right, I'm
Okay,
gonna take out my javelin, and I'm gonna hold it in my hand, and I'm gonna cast light on it,
Okay.
and I'm gonna just gonna chuck it out here, and just have it sticking up. I'm gonna chuck it. Let's see, how far can I throw it?
So my dagger was right here, and that lit up pretty much the whole area with light. So
I mean, I can throw it up to 120 feet at disadvantage. So yeah, I'm gonna throw it about out here and just have it lit up.
Okay, easy enough. You see this well-lit, illuminated javelin just go jetting through the air, and just like plants itself into the snow, and just illuminating this area.
All right, and my watch begins.
Yes. So I would say roll a perception check with advantage.
With advantage is a 12.
12. Decent. Kind of the same thing as Lucian. You hear the howling wind going by, the crackling of the fire, the snoring Furbolg, and your watch goes without a miss.
All right, and let's see. I mean, I'm gonna go shake the Firbolg awake. He sounds like he's in deep sleep, so I'm just gonna go up to him and shake him. Wake up!
I just slowly open my eyes. It was my turn.
Yep.
All
And
right.
then I immediately go plop down on my wall, and you wouldn't even know I was awake 5 minutes later.
I just get up and kind of stoke the fire and look at my homies and kind of peek in the crack of the door and see if I can make sure nothing's going down in there and just stare out into the blanket of falling snow.
Yeah. Roll a perception check for me.
I'm gonna do a real dice.
Real dice.
16.
Real
16. Really good.
14
Yeah.
plus 2?
14 plus 2, baby. Yeah, same kind of thing. You don't hear anything amiss, no crunching of snow, nothing other than the howling wind. But you're very comfortable with this kind of silence and just the natural sounds being where having your background and everything.
Natural.
So it's almost like very relaxing. Puts you into kind of like a meditative state, not quite like Lucian's meditative state, which is resting. But you feel a large amount of comfort, especially being next to this fire.
I'm gonna look behind me and, Lucian, I'm assuming, you're in a restful state. You're not sleeping, but you're not like watching me. You know what I mean?
No,
Right?
not at all. I
Yeah.
am like, sitting, legs crossed, hands kind of like clasped like this, just kind of in my lap, eyes closed. My head is kind of tilted down, but not like chin on chest, but like, I'm essentially meditating.
Cool. Yeah, I just keep looking into the snow. Pull out a little like pipe from my bag and like pack it with some tobacco and just kind of sit there and smoke a tobacco pipe in the silence of the snow here,
Awesome.
waiting on everybody to wake up.
Yeah, and as you wait, the sun starts to kind of peek over the mountain. You kind of see this area get a little bit more illuminated. And wait, can I make it do that? No, that's fine. Yeah, and you guys all complete your long rest. Without further
Noise.
And just for like my own clarification, this, going into this trip, moving up the
That's
mountain,
tobacco.
there was like a storm kind of moving in, like a snowstorm. Has that let up at all as the night went on and turned into morning, or is it still pretty steady going on, snowing heavily?
I will say, roll a d20 for me.
Ugh.
You do it.
Rolling for the weather.
Roll for
Guidance?
weather.
Guidance? Okay.
I would say
really.
guidance is an
it's
relatability check. This is just me
This is a JK
having
guidance?
you make the decision for me.
Hey, so
Oh.
funny story. I can use Druidcraft for a weather sensor.
And you didn't do that on the way up?
That's because we were in the storm. It's only good for your location for the next 24 hours.
The location of the mountain? Question
All it
mark?
says is snowflakes for snow. So, like, I was...
It's alright. I rolled a 12.
12. Okay, yeah. So as you guys wake up, you notice the wind has kind of calmed down a little bit in the watch that Garion took at. Is it this one? It is that one.
Oh, it just went quiet.
Yeah, sorry. It's not a howling wind anymore. It was a little more subtle than that in over a couple hours. And the snow is a little bit slower to fall. It's still falling up here, and it's a little misty, but it's not as brutal and blistering with the winds and such. Yeah, and you guys wake up. I will say, Desmond, you wake up, and as you kind of like sit up, your back is kind of stiff from sleep on the stone floor, but you've been in a worse scenario, and you kind of take a look around, and you don't see the Grumbus anywhere.
Oh no.
What? But it was so restful. How could he leave? Do I see his golem?
You don't see the golem.
You know, come. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, well, I'm gonna
Where
very
else might
quickly cast detect magic and see if I find anything.
Okay.
I've got a 30 feet range if he's anywhere nearby.
You don't detect anything.
Damn, that green guy gave me the slip.
Make a perception check for me.
Oh.
An 11?
11. Okay, so it takes you a couple minutes. You're kind of like looking around like, fuck, did he lie? Like, is he gone? Like, did he ditch? What just happened? How did I not like feel him leave? And you kind of hear this like kind of gnawing, like squishing like sound, and you take a look over here, and I just had to, he was here for the sake of it being easier for me. You see him and Scraps just kind of like kneeled over this trash heap right here, just like banana peel in mouth, just like eggshells just like kind of like spread out through the fur of like his like chest hairs and stuff. Hey, you hungry?
I think about it for a second, and then I just go, yeah, what do you got?
Us. Oh, sorry. Are we walking in at this point, or?
Yeah, if you want to, you can.
Yeah, I would like to be walking in like pretty much as soon as I wake up. And if I can have it be kind of right at this point where he's asking him if he's hungry, and
Garion is waiting outside.
and Desmond being like, yeah, I mean, what do you got? Like, you know, right at that point, I want to be walking in and kind of like catch that.
Okay.
If I can.
Yeah, sure. So we can say you guys are walking up kind of at the start. Theron, what are you doing?
I'm gonna start walking in and grabbing handfuls of presents and loading them on the sled.
Okay, so yeah, as you do that,
as you bring out the first load, I'll say, yeah, just bring him to the door and I'll put him on the sled.
All right, sounds good. And that's what I'm doing while these chuckle fucks eat
So I don't have to go inside.
Yeah, no. So noticing Desmond kind of be like, I mean, yeah, what do you got? You know, as he's walking up, I'm kind of just gonna put my left arm out and like across his chest and like stop him. And I'm gonna look over to the Grumbus and I'm going to check to see he's still kind of tied up. And as I do with my right hand, I'm just gonna pull some of my nice noble rations out and hand them, kind of like shove them towards Desmond. Like, don't eat that. Don't you dare.
I gratefully take them, and I'm like, I've eaten bugs before, but this is way better than what I can scavenge quickly.
I interrupt looking at you know, trying to make sure the Grumbus is tied up. I give him like a stern look of like, I don't care. This is better for you. And then I turn my head back to make sure the Grumbus is still tied up as we left him the night before.
all right, more for us, Scrappy. And then he just kind of finishes like the piece of a banana peel that's like completely brown, almost undistinguishable at that point. And yeah, he's got both of his hands still kind of tied up, and he's just kind of like eating it like this.
As I'm bringing my next load out to Desmond, when I get to the door, I kind of want to talk to Desmond and say, honestly, we should just kill this guy for animal abuse. He's fucking feeding his dog trash.
Are you talking about me?
Oh, yeah.
Garion.
Garion, I'm sorry. Garion, my bad. Garion.
I think we gotta get to town before we make this call.
Yeah, so noticing
He's
that,
been very agreeable to our terms and conditions.
So noticing that he's still tied up, I'm also gonna grab some presents closest to me and walk them out to Garion to load on to the sleigh.
All right, let's do this. Scrappy, decide if I want to keep you here or not. Can you watch the home while Papa goes to take care of some business? He just kind of like looks up at Grumbus, like tail wagging, and just kind of runs back to over this area where there's like some more furs, and just kind of like circles a couple times and plops down.
He was tied to the Grumpus's chest, so
He was.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you know, given his response, I guess since both the two of our group that knows or can slightly understand animals in any sort of way.
I'm outside.
Yeah,
I will ritually cast Speak with Animals. Takes me 10 minutes, but
Okay.
yeah, try and get a gauge of his response, please.
Tyrion is outside thinking about how he did a vibe check on the mayor and did not catch shit
True.
in the
He
very
did.
beginning.
He did, and he
Of
rolled
this-
pretty well.
Yeah.
So we got.
What did Garion roll? No, I'm just kidding.
We got
I'm also
Lucian.
trying to remember what I rolled on that insight check.
I can tell you all later.
Garion's rolling dice to try and.
It was like
what?
the second check that I made. First
Mhm.
one I checked like the lobby vibes, and then I checked him. I don't remember though.
So we got
Why is
Theron
Garion rolling dice?
and Garion moving presence. Lucian starts moving presence as well. Desmond, you can cast Speak with Animals in this time.
yep.
Okay.
And I'll do that, watch the Grumbus, and then I'll go like, good Scraps, may I have a word with you?
You see the Grumbus just starts kind of picking up presence and following behind Lucian since he came into the thing, and just like holding presence like to bring
So
out
it's kinda
towards
like a
the.
line. It's like me with presents, the Grumbus with presents with Scraps on his chest, and then and
Desmond's
then
following
Desmond
behind.
following
Scraps
behind,
is
trying to
Scraps
talk
is
to
not
Scraps.
any longer
Scraps.
tied to the Grumbus in any way.
Oh, wait,
Scraps is
what?
out.
Okay.
Oh, look at you, you little escape artist. Do we
Oh.
know what Houdini is? Who's a good Houdini?
Are you speaking to me right now?
Yes.
Oh, well, isn't that exciting? Nobody really speaks to me in this manner.
Blessed are we who have tongues for the animals.
Oh, isn't that so? Wow, and just tails wagging. Oh, well, it's very nice of you. Well, it seemed a little
Everybody else
rocky
just
at
hears
first
the
yesterday.
Yeah, direct.
Yeah. Tails wagging and stuff. Well, it started a bit rocky at first, yesterday, but, it seems like everything is agreeable now.
Speaking of yesterday, how did you get injured? Is your I kind of like do the head nod toward the Grumbus? Is a big green Papa taking care of you?
Oh, of course. He's taken care of me all my life. Well, I suppose that as far as I can remember, he's the only person I really know. He's taken care of me. He's fed me. Yeah, it was those dastardly wolves outside. They're pretty vicious.
Can you tell me, little one, when did the presents, the colorful boxes start showing up?
Oh, these. I believe. Kind of thinks for a second. Maybe. 1 day ago. Maybe 2 days at this point. I don't know. Still a bit groggy.
Did your own father say anything about the people he took them from?
Well, to be honest, I love the attention I get. He says a lot of things I don't quite understand, not on this level at least.
Right, and there's a lot of nodding from me on that end.
And panting, and just you barking back and him barking, and
So I kind of like look over my shoulder at the gang, and I'm like, "Is there anything I should specifically ask Sir Scraps, or are we just making sure he's cared for? Because hilariously, it seems like the Grumbus has taken good care of little one here." And so I'm like, yeah, I'm like looking at Theron and Lucian as they're like walking back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, I stop with presents and I in my arms, you know, maybe a little more than I should be holding. You know, I'm kind of trying to like balance it so it doesn't fall over as I'm walking. I just kind of stop and I look over and as well, as long as he's well taken care of and yeah, you know, he's happy here. I don't believe there's much really more that is of our concern, to be honest.
Desmond, I trust you with the animals.
I yell in at the front door. How many more presents are left, guys? Sleigh's getting pretty stacked.
Yeah, where we at? We've been doing this for a little bit now.
Yeah, I'd say you guys are about probably like maybe like 30 minutes in. And I will say you noticed once you guys, I was getting to this just yet, but you notice like on the backside of the sleigh, there's this panel that kind of opens up, and as you put the presents in, they kind of seem to like sink back into the back of the like almost like a not a container, a cupboard.
Trunk?
Yeah, kind of like the trunk. And then they just kind of sink into and almost like not disappear, but you kind of lose sight of them. It almost looks like once you reach your hands and arms into the back of the trunk, there's a lot more space than what it looks like it could be out on the
Guys,
outside.
I think this is a
Like a
sleigh of
sleigh.
holding.
Yeah, it's sleigh of holding. Yeah.
Are you
You can
taking the
fit however
colorful
many more
boxes away?
presents you got. Bring the... No, not the trash. Never mind.
No, we should not bring the trash.
Well, maybe that'll
much
be
as I don't
Grumpus'
agree with
first
these-
punishment is having to slay the trash out of here.
As much as I don't agree with these living conditions, I don't want them on the sleigh.
Yep. All right. I'm hustling now. I'm trying to get these presents out. This bitch.
Yeah, we're trying to.
All right, Scraps. Hopefully Papa will be back. Keep it safe and don't eat too much of the good stuff. And then
Garion
you guys make your way.
sits in the driver's seat of the sleigh.
Nice. All right, so you guys get situated in the sleigh. The Grumpus is binded at the wrists.
I'm gonna use my free use of Find Steed, and this time I'm gonna make it appear as a reindeer, kind of like Fade Off, but a little bit bigger, a little bit more muscly.
Okay.
And I want to use some reins and tie him to the sleigh.
Dire fade off.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And I mean, you tell me. The mount can fly. Is he able to pull this sleigh up in the air?
Does it have a stat block?
It does. It's an otherworldly steed. What are you looking?
I'm looking
to determine
for
this?
if it has a carry thing, like a weight capacity tied to it, otherworldly, or seeing how like crazy its strength is.
I mean, it's pretty fucking strong.
Teleports. Jesus Christ, this thing is sick. Strength 18. Holy.
If not, I'll just we'll use him to pull the sleigh. But
And what I'll say also is if it can't pull it, when we get 9 minutes out from the town, because I know it's a little bit of a trek back, when we get 9 minutes out from the town, I will cast Fly on the sleigh so that he can pull it flying to make
Can
it a
you-
little more magical for.
Can you cast Fly on anything but a creature? Or is it only a creature?
I thought Fly had to be on somebody.
And I would say
Oh yeah, no, it's a willing creature. No, never mind. You're right.
I would say it can't quite carry the whole sleigh and all 5 of you on the back. But easily enough can pull the sleigh along and expedite the trip.
I mean, better than nothing, guys.
Guys, I could always turn into a draft horse and help move for 2 hours, help haul it a little faster.
He'll be all right. It's fine. I mean, if you want to, you can, but he'll be all right.
And I'm gonna telepathically say to him,
All right, look, there's this fearbolt guy. He's gonna pretend like he's steering, but like, just you do you. You got this.
Alright, just to let you know, I don't think it's gonna take 2 hours to get down. This thing gets up pretty quick, guys. Can you scoot over, please? What's your name? Kind of looks at you, Garion.
Get in the back.
Him saying get in the back. Lucy, I will stand up from my spot in the back and, like, you know, kind of gesture for him to take it and go sit next to Garion up front.
You're going to gesture for Grumbus to sit up front?
No, like I was sitting behind, like in the back behind.
Oh, gotcha. You're kind of like
Garion.
moving up to give him a spot.
Yeah,
back.
I'm getting up from my spot behind Garion, gesturing for the Grumbus to take it, and I'm going to sit up front next to.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess whatever you say, man.
And he
Listen,
takes a squat in the back.
You do have to look like a prisoner, and I don't believe a prisoner would be seen up front with the person driving.
I suppose you're right.
All right, cool. So we will. This is going to be another skill check. It's not as extensive as the hike up because it's going to be very fast, 3 rounds. And Garion, you said you're driving.
Yeah, I mean, unless somebody, I kind of led the way up, so if somebody else wants to drive, they can, but I was just already out there, so.
I mean, he kind of said he took the reins, but also, Theron also kind of told his steed to do his
I
own
do have
thing
very high
and do that.
survival, so I don't know if it's going to be survival checks, but I do.
I mean,
have-
I'm kind of thinking it like my steed's not one. It's not gonna like be fully controlled by someone who isn't me. But like, if you see something that he doesn't, like, of course, yeah. I mean, he's gonna follow you. Like, y'all are working in tandem to get us there.
I'm just using thaumaturgy to stare at the Grumbus with different colored eyes every other minute.
That's pretty trippy there, buddy.
Okay, so whoever you guys have as a driver, the checks are gonna go like this. You're gonna need a driver and a spotter.
Well,
You got a
I guess
steed
if
and,
I'm
and
up. Well, I mean, can the steed be a spotter?
I
I
would
was
say
thinking-
the
was
steed can
thinking
be a
more,
driver, and you
yeah,
can
I
kind
was-
of like guide the way the steed is moving.
I was thinking Garion could be the spotter.
All right.
And the steed be the driver, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna do a spotter perception check, and that's gonna determine how the driver's DC changes. Just looking for any kind of like hazards or anything on the way down. We're gonna do 3 rounds, and then
All I have to say is this lever right here on the back,
and he's kind of like sitting up against the lever.
this is the brake, and like I said, this thing gets going pretty fast, so we're gonna definitely need to hit this on the way in.
And then also sitting next to Garion, I would like to say I've kind of just got like my hand on his shoulder, sitting next to him, and yeah, I'm gonna just constantly give him guidance as it wears off.
Okay.
This is
Sick.
a cantrip, so I can just constantly give him guidance, which will last for a minute. So every minute, I'm giving him guidance
awesome.
on the way down.
Sounds good.
Perception for me was 12
Okay, so 12. Okay, hold on.
with guidance. It was a very bad roll.
12 with guidance. All right. Sounds good. So yeah, you take a look out. Excuse me. You take a look out, and you notice maybe 30, 40 feet in front of you, as you guys are kind of like picking up some speed and moving down, the dire Fadolf is just in the snow. You guys are starting to pick up the speed. The Grumbus behind you is just
Oh my god!
You notice a little bit of to the right of the path that you guys are going down. There's like kind of like a sheer surface that you see that's a little more glistening and shining the light off than the snow around it. So yeah, that's what you notice.
When I yell to the spirit driver steed,
Dire
"Go for that
Fadolf.
ice patch!
Okay, and as it's
Go for that ice patch!"
as it goes down. Oh, let me see. I gotta pull up its stats. Okay, here it is. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. Okay, and as it's going down, it's just kind of just like you see this like ethereal vapor kind of come out of its like snort out of its muzzle there, and it just goes along, kind of like moves over to away from the ice patch. Yeah, and I'm gonna roll its thing here. I didn't think y'all would have this, so I thought you'd be rolling. So hold on. Oops.
Nah, man, we don't work if we don't have to.
Right. Yeah, so it successfully steers away from the hazard, the ice patch there. And you guys get past it. The Grumbus just like screaming with enjoyment behind you. Woo! Cool. Round 2, Spotter, roll a perception.
Don't forget guidance.
6.
Oh no.
I'm not great at perception, guys. This is not what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, here you are. So round 2.
Is that with guidance?
Oh no, fuck.
I literally said don't forget guidance.
9.
9. Okay, yeah. So you take a look out to the snow is just kind of like falling gently, but just like rushing by you guys. You look out in the path ahead of you, and it seems really clear. Like you're good.
Oh no.
Guys, this mountain is nice.
Yes, I would agree. The snow is very nice on this mountain, isn't it?
Can I know I only got a 9, but is there any kind of like gauge of like, are we going too fast right now?
You're moving pretty quick. I would say, I guess, just being I'm not sure if any of you guys, like, you can determine if you've ever been in something that's been moving this fast. Like, you know, vehicles aren't super popular in this area. It's mostly carriages, like sleighs here, often horse drawn, you know, but
Would I have
you're booking it
anything
down this mountain.
Would I
But-
have anything to tell me growing up in a snowy place and mostly traveling by sleigh?
I guess that
I
would
be
depend.
like, oh God, we're going too fast.
It would depend on how you take the like the adrenaline, I suppose. All I can really say about it is the Grumbus doesn't seem too phased by it in a negative way. Seems like he's having a blast. Just hands bound up in the air, just whoa, yeah.
Everything seems great, guys. Let's just keep going down the hill.
I trust my
Everyone-
steeds, but I'm just chilling. I'm kind of like, just laid back, arms up, just kind of watching what's going on.
Yeah, I'd say despite traveling this way, if everyone seems to be having a good time and like we're getting down this pretty fast, I would be very caught up in the adrenaline and just, you know, admiring the rushing snow going past us as we glide down this mountain.
And as you do, you're picking up speed. It's just like busting down this mountain. You guys start to get close up, and you notice like kind of over this little snowbank, there's like this fallen tree that's kind of like directly in the path. But as you ride up to it, your dire Fadolf just takes this like heaving lunge up into the air and kind of like gets a little, like busts a little air on the sleigh really quick, and you guys just take like a hop over this. He rolled really well on his driver check.
Hot damn.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so
Quick bunny hop over.
yeah, he kind of
No
bunny
big
hops
deal.
over this. You guys kind of tumble down, and yeah, everything's good. All right, and at this point, you can kind of see like through the wisping snow by you the townscape getting a little bit closer and closer and closer. Round 3, roll a spotter check.
With guidance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Oh my gosh. We know you're not good, but the
7.
rolls themselves.
7. Looks clear, man. This is awesome.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I've just got one hand on the reins and the other hand eating jerky.
Just
I've got like my arm around him, also like eating some cheese from my rations as we do.
Guys, this seems like it's going really well.
It reminds me of my home. I haven't felt this alive in a long time.
All right, and as you guys kind of get closer and closer into like where the town is, you kind of pass over these couple rolling hills of snow, just busting it down this mountain, and you start to get kind of over this one snowbank, and you notice that there's several kind of jagged rocks that are kind of jetting out, a little grouping here on the left, a little grouping here on the right, a little further ahead, one in the center. And as you do, you kind of like, brace yourself, kind of all look at Garion, and brace yourself, and the steed just kind of like maneuvers, like kind of skirts in the snow. The sleigh like barely kind of like scrapes up against some of these jagged rocks, but you guys make it through unscathed. Rolled really fucking well. Rolled a natural 19 on his
Go.
check.
Dire fade off for the win.
Yeah.
Dire
Yeah,
fade
for
off
sure.
for the
Because
win.
I definitely was not rolling for the win.
Dire fade off better than fade off.
Ooh. The DM will remember this.
The DM will remember this, but you know what? It's the truth of the rolls. Come on now.
You
Dice don't
can
lie.
regular fade off, so we replaced him with one that doesn't. We're not as sad.
Yeah, he ran off on us, and that was per DM.
And so as you guys come barreling down the mountain here,
I dropped my dice.
you guys are getting closer and closer. The snow is starting to clear up a bit. It's even starting to stop snowing as you're getting closer to the town, and you're moving pretty quick at this point. The elevation is starting to kind of level out, more plateau, and yeah, as you guys get closer and closer, you start getting really close to like some of the guard towers. You're like moving in, like barreling towards town at this point.
I'm gonna yell behind me.
It might be time to hit the brakes, guys. We're pulling in real hot.
Yeah, I think we should have probably hit the brakes a minute ago, but this has been awesome.
Desmond,
Does
pull the
anyone want to
brake.
do the
Okay,
honors?
pulling the brakes. I wasn't sure if he had it. He's been doing plenty of shit with his hands tied already. So I'll pull the brakes.
All right, you pull the brakes. Roll a strength check for me, or dexterity, either way.
I mean, it's kind of the same bonus. So I already rolled the strength check. Is that all right?
Yeah, sure.
I got a 14.
14 is just the DC that you needed for the full stop. So yeah, I'll say you kind of rip this like lever back, and everybody kind of like jets a little forward, and you see this like this kind of like, it's almost like the same material as the rails are on the bottom of the sleigh, but it's jetting out the back and just kind of like carves into the snow behind you, and all the snow just starts getting tossed up as it like kind of like shoots out powder from the back, as well as the steed kind of starts like buckling back a little bit and just like backpedaling as it kind of like cartoon style kind of skirts in the snow, like skirt, 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 skirt. And you guys come to a full stop right outside the guard tower. Hey, thank you all for joining us on this adventure so far. We hope you're enjoying it as much as we are. If you are, just please remember to like, comment, share, follow, and subscribe at Side21 TV on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok. Again, it helps us out a lot and keeps you guys notified when we release new content. So wherever you are this holiday season, please remember to take care, and we'll see you next time on Side21. Thanks.